Yeah.
hard to deal with.
So any elemental lord bosses? Dinner and Aaron real quick. We gotta get that third song though.
Oh, it can be a 10. Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
I wonder if I should remake these maps.
Why? What's wrong with them?
They're just using like the default assets for Dungeon Fog or Dungeon Draft. But I got some different assets from a Patreon.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's Forgotten Adventures is what they're called, and they make a lot of cool stuff. Like I'll drop this. I got some tokens from them.
Hello.
Like you see
There
this
he
guy
is.
here.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out. Where is he? Oh!
The big green dude.
Yeah, I was looking in the Discord. He's cool.
And there's like a noble, and then they have a ton of tokens too. They make a bunch of monster stuff as well.
That's cool.
And they come with different colors and everything when you do the Patreon. They actually have some free assets on their website.
Those look awesome.
Yeah, they're really cool. Oh, that's not shift. There we go. Fancy armor noble. Alright, but they are not here, so we get rid of them.
Here's a fancy man. Fancy man.
Fancy man can. Alright, cool. Everybody here?
Everyone is here.
Affirmative.
What was that? Was that you, Brandon?
What?
Did you get a voice changer?
Oh shit, is that still on?
Okay, there we go.
Sound like you did a bunch of helium.
Well, doing the voice I had for this character started to hurt my throat, so I was playing around with the voice changer, trying to find something similar.
It is almost similar.
What
That's
do you
funny.
use for the voice changer?
A program called Voice Mod.
Which is not available
Okay.
for Mac. I looked into it. They said they're working on one though. I have not checked.
Yeah, they
Surely
had like
they
a.
must have like one
Mhm.
for Mac, right?
I looked, not any that are like recommended. Oh, Voice Mod came out with the
They came out with the beta, yeah.
the
for
beta
Mac.
for it. I see. I might have to check that out.
Yeah, their soundboard for it got very flushed out too.
Okay, cool. So last time when we left off, you guys climbed up the tower. This old random tower you find after following the tracks of Lottie and Rasmus up into the mountains. There were some creatures inside, but you just snuck past all of them with the aid of Pass Without Trace.
Don't be
And-
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
You had a pretty sketchy fight with the remainders of these cultists here. But you emerged victorious and have claimed the treasure in this treasure room here.
We have indeed.
What's the plan now?
Does anybody remember the third place that third song was supposed to be?
Oh, question. I don't have my notes open.
Have we looked through the whole tower?
No, we have not.
Or is there investigating to do?
Is Rasmus and his sister okay? Like, do we need to check on them?
They're alive, yeah. I think, did somebody heal Rasmus, or was that my imagination?
I don't remember if I
I
did or
don't think
not.
so, but it's a good idea.
I don't think anybody. I think you try to stabilize him, Artemis. Maybe
yeah, I
that's
was
what
just trying
you
to
know.
stabilize him. Yeah, just try to wake me. Hey, tough it up.
Yeah, so they're like they're both at 1 health essentially, but they're alive.
Okay. Don't. I'm kind of running dry, guys. On let's see what I can do. I will.
I still have spell slots. I can heal him.
Okay. I was gonna say I could do healing spirit and just bounce it back and forth from him. But that would be my last second level spell slot. But it is an idea.
We also sorted through all the treasure already, didn't we?
I gave you the treasure. I don't know if you distributed it.
I think so. And
I
I
distributed
have
the
my
gold,
so
but there was
Yeah.
nothing else really on there that maybe the Harpy statuette, but that's about all. Just because it's history driven.
Yeah, everything else we got like ooh. I like the engraved bone dice though.
I already took those.
Okay.
I had to pipe that up real quick. I saw bone dice. I'm like, ooh, taking them.
Black velvet mask. Silver.
I also did take the small gold bracelet on the list as well. Other than that,
Also, in case anyone is curious, a ewer is like a bowl, I believe. It's like a pitcher almost.
What?
A ewer, EWER. It's like
Oh.
a pitcher.
Oh. The fancy drinking cup. You said each one of those are just worth 25 gold, right?
Yeah.
So, what all did you take, Artemis? Because I think you took the most stuff.
I just took the what was it? The engraved pair of bone dice, and then the. Oh, was there? I thought there was a little small bracelet that was there as well.
There was.
Mhm.
It was a
It's at the top.
small
It
gold
says small
bracelet.
gold bracelet.
Small gold bracelet.
So then there's 3 copper chalice. Oh, let me do some math
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, I just took the small gold bracelet and then the bone dice.
Black velvet
Oh.
vest. Stitched with silver thread. It's pretty cool.
Right, there's 4 of us left. Or is there 4 of us in total?
There's 5 of us total.
Okay, so there's
But-
4 of us left. Thanks.
I mean, I guess I'll take the potion of fire giant strength, and no one else grabbed it.
Yeah, that
yeah,
one.
I'm just taking the gold.
You're not gonna take any of the items at all?
Yeah, you guys can have those worldly things.
Oh, you know what I could do? I
Okay,
could
well
actually
then-
pull out those Pentium, the items. The special ones, at least.
I'll have Silka take the 2 statuettes. If one of you wants to do 2 copper chalice with silver filigree, and then the other one, 1 copper chalice with silver ewer. That's 50 extra gold, basically, for all of us. Even though Silka will probably never sell her statuettes because she's a collector.
Ooh, this potion's quite nice, actually.
The fire giant strength.
Set your strength to 25 for 1 hour.
That's a
Must be nice to be able to drink potions.
+7 bonus to strength.
Hmm. And that's the one stat I suck at, so.
Does anybody use bows? Because I have a crossbow.
I only
Yeah,
have a
we were just talking
crossbow.
about that.
I think the only person who could use a longbow is Artemis.
Oh yeah.
Guess I will
I
take
don't.
the.
I can't.
I
Yeah, I
guess I
can't
will
either.
take the 20 plus 2 arrows and then figure out the bow situation later.
Yeah, you could probably pick up a longbow for pretty cheap. Just a regular longbow. But that way, too, if you're, like, super low and ranged, you can at least shoot arrows. They're +2.
Alright, so I gotta go to my character.
I will be right back. Somebody's at the door.
And nobody can use the Ice Storm spell scroll, can we?
It's a druid spell, so you could use it eventually.
Oh, I could
Well,
use
you could
it?
use it whenever, but if you try to cast it with a level, it's 4th level
Okay.
a spell, so you could do it when you reach that level. When you reach 7th level, you could just cast it normally. But if you need to, you could also cast it before then, and you need to do a spell casting check to be able to successfully do it.
Okay. Well, I'll put that in my indig since I can use it eventually. Or disadvantagedly.
And you said there's how many? You said there's 20. Man, javelins, arrows. I get a bow. I might just start fucking flinging shit at range. Be like, screw you people.
Range barb.
No range barb. Hey, support barb incoming.
Range barb takes. Yeah, range barb takes less damage.
Yo, I'll just be the beefy tank in the back. Aha, boys.
And
Oh, I ran out
then,
of arrows. Fuck this shit. I'm going in now.
does anybody want to be a fancy boy with a black velvet mask stitched with silver thread?
Sure, why not? I feel fancy. I need to cover my face from time to time. Why not?
Like an executioner.
And then I
I
think
don't
all
think it'll
that's
fit
left
me.
is the oil of etherealness. Anybody wants to be etherealness sometimes?
What
What does
color
it
is the
do?
oil?
I don't know.
What
Purple
color is the-
galaxy.
It's like it's a little bit like those weird like soaps almost that are like silvery and sort of mercurial. It's kind of like floating and rotating on its own even when it's undisturbed.
Does it look like it would be refreshing to drink?
Oh god, he's just gonna drink it right now.
Probably not. It doesn't smell great.
So
Bah.
is it kind of like the
No.
leftover pee of a ghost?
It's called ectoplasm.
I'll go up to our gator friend and say, I would not drink that, friend.
It's a useful ass oil. Don't drink it.
Yeah, it is useful.
You just made me think that like ecto cooler might be like.
Alright, if nobody wants to hold them,
Slimer's
I'll
urine.
hold them when they become useful. How many were there? Is it just one?
There's just one oil.
Etherealness. Etherealness. Realness.
Oh, I
Whatever
read it.
it's-
That actually sounds like it is very good.
How much does this stuff weigh?
Let's see. Potions don't weigh much. They weigh like half a pound each, if that.
Just
All the treasure items, none of them are big, so they weigh like a pound.
I'm
At best.
assuming this scroll is probably like a quarter to a
The
half
scroll,
pound.
yeah, the scroll doesn't even like it. It's essentially weightless. If
Okay.
you have a scroll case, you could just throw it in there.
I don't think I do. I don't think I do.
potion of healing is 1 pound.
Is it actually?
According to D&D Beyond, it is.
Yo, that's a heavy potion.
That's
Start
a fucking
weightlifting.
massive.
Unless it's counting the weight. No, that's 2 potions, so it's half a pound. Sorry.
It's 0.5. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Potion.
I can't read.
Yeah.
Why read when you can fight?
I wasn't elected to read. I was elected to lead.
Alright. While the loot is still getting divvied up, I would like to take the hearts of the last remaining cultists that didn't just decide to say, fuck it, after getting yeeted twice off the building.
Can you blame him? Yeah, okay, you can take the heart.
Is
It's
there
an
anything I
actual
can do-
heretic card this time. Wow.
Is there anything I can do with the ghost boy's body, or it's just dust?
He just disappears. Like he was made out of air or something, essentially.
Okay, so he's not really.
Yeah.
He's not of this mortal plane.
Yeah, I can delete him if it helps.
Alright, I sit there. Of a worthy heart to sacrifice. I will go up to Rasmus and Lottie and ask them, y'all are free now. Are y'all feeling any better?
No, where's Lottie? So Rasmus is still kind of in and out of consciousness. He's
I
like,
healed him.
Did you? Oh, you
Yeah,
did.
11.
Fuck, okay. So yeah, he's actually pretty decent now, for the most part. I'm still a little hurt, but Rasmus is looking better now. And Rasmus says, "Yes, I'm feeling much better. Thank you, heroes. I didn't expect you to all to come for us."
What do you mean? Of course he'd come for you.
Yeah, we didn't have anything better to do.
I can't.
It's the best mod.
I will say yes. We must.
I appreciate it.
although-
Honestly.
I was going to say we probably should make haste getting out of here now. We don't
That
know
would
what
be
else.
best.
What else
We
this
have to-
tower holds in secret for us?
Oh, we know the dragon's
Everyone-
gone. Should we check for the song?
True.
I was just gonna say we did see it fly away, right? We saw everything kind of disperse, saw everybody kind of leave.
Mhm.
You saw the snake fly away, yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant by
Okay.
dragon.
Ooh, so there might still be elementals or whatever they were in the first 2 floors.
You guys handled the second floor, guys. But there were like little fire dudes on the first floor.
Yeah, I'm not fighting that bug creature that was in the fucking pits. That thing can have fun by itself.
Yeah, did that thing come out and crawl away at all by chance?
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
we could check on the way down.
Well, if you look over this side, you can see the pit. You can have a look down there if you want. Do a perception check.
Perception.
Can we have Smug turn into a raven and fly over there?
Yeah,
Can you check it out?
Smoke can fly down. And let's see. The pit is actually kind of deep. So if you try to like mind link with him, he would go a little bit too far for you to reach all the way.
Where is
Okay.
said pit? I want to take a look. I'm gonna try.
It's over here. Yeah. It's
Damn.
it's starting to get late right now, so it's hard to see down the pit. But with a 27, you can see it's a very deep hole, and there are just the slightest glints of gold at the bottom, amidst some pile of something. You're not quite. The darkness is starting to get to it. It's hard to see all the way down there.
Yeah, we're just gonna stay away from the dark hole.
No amount of gold is worth fighting an enthralled beast
Maybe
stuck in a
also like
pit.
a rest, right? 'Cause we use some pretty big spells.
Yeah,
Probably
I
take
think
the
that's
long
a
rest
good
up
idea
here.
too.
Yeah, but Smug flies down the hole and it comes back and reports to you. Oh yeah, that thing's still down there.
Yeah,
Them
good
are
to
the
know.
bugs.
Good to have someone who can see in the dark. Not my forte.
Shall we take a rest for the night here? But go inside the actual building itself for a rest.
We check to see if the rest of the elementals are in the bottom floors so we don't, get ambushed. Might not be the best place to take a
We'll just
rest.
send Smug. He can do our
Check the
reconnaissance.
rest of the floors, yeah.
Man, having a little demon as a renaissance thing? God, this...
Alright, so I'd like him to be an imp, go and viz. Hey Smug, would you mind checking out the next floors, see what's still around, who may be still around?
Yeah, I'll do that, no problem. Yeah, he returns to you and says everything seems to check out, boss. There's nobody left.
You didn't see any elementals at all in the bottom floor?
Nope. All the fires are gone, burned out or whatever.
Any
Okie
guards?
Gosh. I will motion. Let us rest here for the night and gather our strength. The trip back will be long and tedious. Most likely.
Does anybody remember where that third song's supposed to be? Was it supposed to be with the Harpy Queen?
With some harpies up north near my land of my people,
Okay,
if I remember
Oh.
correctly.
thought maybe.
Here?
Rasmus says it was in the possession of the local Harpy tribe, from my understanding.
I couldn't remember. I thought maybe we had already gotten one, but I didn't know if we should check it for here.
Rasmus turns to you, Artemis, and says, Artemis, could you be so kind as to destroy this dais?
You want me to destroy this thing here?
Yes, if you have some sort of like maul or something to destroy
Or
it
a
with, that'd
magic
be
pick.
helpful. Just to be certain.
I will gladly go into a rage and then swing my maul at it. Just to
You
destroy it.
I believe
I
it
will-
was crucial to the ritual.
I will
And-
go. Crucial no more. As I
What were they
pound my
trying to
chest.
do with you, Rasmus?
They were trying to use us as a sacrifice to bring in the Lord's avatar.
Huh.
Why did it seem to have to be
Error.
you?
I don't know if it had to be me, but we were just conveniently in their possession. After you lot left to go to the swamp, the cult captured us and brought us to this small prison where we were held for a few days. Eventually, the leader, I believe it seemed like Mayor Andrews.
Yeah,
He
it
came
was.
by and told he gestures back at the dead guy. He told these two to bring us here in preparation.
So, while we were visiting the hag, she had, some magic Taroka cards. Like,
Arrow?
Tarot
and
card.
they're like the Taroka, aren't they? In D&D, they're Taroka cards.
I don't know what that is.
They're just they're tarot cards, but they called them Taroka in Curse of Strahd.
Oh, okay.
And our friend here touched one of them and saw a vision of the mayor talking to a demonic being, saying that they wanted you, and that's how we knew that we had to go back to town.
I see.
You will be in advance when we get back. Not to freak you out, but the mayor's humble abode is a pile of ash. Just a heads up.
Is everybody else okay? What happened?
Everybody else is fine. We were able to save the town from the mayor's wrath of being controlled by that elemental wizard wind guy.
Oh, I'm glad.
The mayor's dead.
Super dead.
That's
He is very dead.
He was unfortunately under the influence of that wind elemental that we were fighting.
yes. That creature did seem to have some sort of unnatural ability to possess beings.
He did. But he is with Ursel now, hopefully finding a peaceful place to rest.
I hope so.
Shall we rest up for the night? It is getting quite late, and I would make sure that you are all, especially you, Lottie and Rasmus, are safe and well rested for the trip to come.
That might be best. Lottie says, the floor I was being held on had some old bedrooms. I don't know if that's a safer place to rest.
Might be a little might be a little old and dusty, those beds, but a bed as good as any other. I will stay up here for a while to worship my god and make sure nobody else is trying to climb up these tower. I will alert y'all if anything comes.
Cool. So you guys want to take a long rest?
Yep.
Yes.
All righty then. Let me
I
check.
will I'll start saying as the night begins, I will actually like to set up for the ritual to actually sacrifice the heart.
Yeah, sure, no problem. You don't need to sleep, so you can do it.
Although, for this ritual, I will actually take off my helm, my moose helm armor, and put it to the side to actually look up into the stars as I do this for the night. Since I assume nobody else is going to be coming, hopefully. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, alright. You guys do your long rest. In the tower. Is that where you guys want to be?
Yeah, in the tower.
Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, there's these ramshackle bedrooms. And it's hard to see, but there's a door there as well.
I would just like to just point out I'm still on top of the building, just getting ready for the ritual to, as I said earlier, just have my helmet off, preparing the ritual.
Okay, cool. So you guys finish your long rest then. You complete your ritual, Artemis. Is it just an offering, or are you trying to communicate, or what?
I would like to try to commune with him to see, just to... I'm assuming after we drop these people off at the village, assuming we're going to head up north, I just want to commune to see if he has any news of brains farting for a minute. Where is it at? DnD, I wrote this down. Just check up on... Where did I put it? Signy to see if everything is still okay over there, because the last time I know she was... When I watched through the tarot cards, I saw them getting prepared for battle, and I just want to make sure just to get a checkup on them.
Yeah, okay. They are doing okay. Seems like everything is fine. And your offering is well received.
I will, after getting this information, I will get back up. I'll have the helmet on my side and say, "Thank you, mighty Ursel, for the information." And I will begin doing the descent, and as I will put my helmet back on before I come back into the room to check up on everybody.
Okay. Sweet. So the rest of you guys are sleeping.
Mhm.
And
I'll keep a post up over here on the side, just to make sure if anything comes, or just to make sure nothing comes in and sneaks up on them.
yeah, yeah, everything seems okay, and you guys are wakened, feeling refreshed and fully powered. Rasmus is back to full health and has spell slots again, and Lonnie is also full health again.
Do we want to?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna use Good Berry spell
Good Betty for foods.
for foods. I know some of us are running out of thingamabobs soon, so it gives us 10 good berries.
Nice. That covers you for the whole day. Yeah, so you guys waken. And you can see this is probably the highest point in the region, and you can see far off all across the mountain range. Why don't you guys make me a perception check?
Okay.
Not so good this time.
I crit.
My passive is 18.
Yo, 2 20s in a row? God, these rolls are going to be... This combat, if we get into combat, is going to be
Don't
horrible
jinx
with
yourself.
rolls.
You better knock on wood right now.
You said the opposite.
Oh, you said it's gonna be horrible?
Yeah, it's going to be horrible when we get into combat.
Yeah, there goes my crit for the next 3 weeks.
Exactly, right?
From the apex of the tower, you guys can see off to the west on another peak far, far away. Probably a few, at least like 10 miles away. There does seem to be like a large activity of flying something. It looks like birds from far away.
You said there was large birds off in the west?
Yeah.
I know what kind of birds. Can I identify them?
It's too far away to identify. They just seem like very large birds.
Okay.
Probably like eagle-sized. Maybe not giant eagle-sized, but probably the biggest eagles you've seen.
Harpies.
Could be.
I will say, shall we go and... I will look to everybody. I will say, Rasmus, Lottie, are you up for a slight detour back to y'all's village, or would you like to be taken to the village first?
How far are we from our dear friend Katja's house?
You're closer to her house than you are the village. She's only like 2 days off of the mountain.
I feel
Right.
like Katja might be better protection.
Who is who now?
The hag.
Oh, that's the name of the hag?
Yeah.
Oh.
Katja.
Katja, okay. I will say we would like to see if she would like company, or
Yeah.
have help drop them off at her place and then have her escort them back to the village.
Yeah. We'll see if she's up for some company. Maybe maybe we can pay her in some gold or something.
I will listen. I will actually start speaking in Sylvan and try to say, "Hey, Katja, I come calling." Just to see if she's there listening.
Yeah, you can feel like somebody's listening. You don't get a reply though, necessarily.
I have asked of a little favored old friend. We are going to be dropping off two of our companions along for us. We just ask if we could either help them back to the village or keep them company while we investigate something else. Could you do this small favor for us? Or should I say, would you be willing to let us drop them off at your place?
You actually hear the cawing of a crow, and you look up, and on like a tree nearby, there's a crow. that's looking directly at you.
I see the
Caw,
crow.
caw.
I will motion at the crow. And I will say, we have our heading, boys.
Heading.
Rasmus and Lottie say, I mean, we can probably make our way back to the village if you don't want us to go with you.
I'm just worried.
We,
The last
we
time
would
we
rather
left you at the village, this is
let
what
us leave
happened.
you off at a. Let us leave us off as a mutual acquaintance that has been helping us out.
She makes
At
really
least
good
we
stew.
know
Mhm.
that she does.
All right.
And then from there, y'all could, once when we drop you off, if you do not feel safe there, then y'all could return to the village if need be.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Just let her know to inform us if you do decide to leave her presence. She will send a messenger out for us. I'll whisper under my breath. I'll mumble under my breath, or just me, I'll say, off we go.
Okay. You guys are heading back to the swamp then.
Yes.
Cool. So at the end of your first day of travel, you are at the edge of the swamp. Let's see. Do you guys want to go into the swamp?
Yeah. Well, welcome to the.
Oh yeah,
we can
I
go
get
into
in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys walk through, and surprisingly, as you're walking, the trees and the water seems to. You're not sure how, but you kind of end up right at the witch's hut again.
It'll be foof.
This place.
Another quick journey through.
I will say, I will look to Silka. Is there a way she could teach you this magic? Being able to teleport this? Must be nice. This is some nice magic.
Well, this is
Even
kind
the
of how
shamans
I
in my
know that they'll
village.
be safe here. Because I feel like if Katja doesn't want someone to find her house, they ain't gonna find it.
This is true. I will walk up to the door and knock.
Come on in.
I'll open the
I
door.
was expecting you.
Mighty Katja, I will do a slight bow in respect.
Hi, Katja.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
God damn it.
How goes your little quest there?
Well, we found Rasmus.
I see.
I also have a raccoon growing a sprout, and I'm gonna, hover the bag out and, show it to her.
Yeah. Ah, yes. I remember this little bastard.
The
You know, he used to live in my swamp. He did.
raccoon or the tree?
Aye. The raccoon.
Oh, okay. I mean, either answer could have been, valid. I feel like.
She she goes up to the branches of the tree and starts gently feeling them and stuff. This thing seems to be a little bit thirsty, girly.
I know.
Gonna need to give it a fresh supply soon.
I'm probably gonna have to try and find another small animal or something. I don't know.
Indeed.
Well, this is Rasmus and Lottie. Rasmus, Lottie.
Hello,
this is
dearies.
Katja.
Hello, Miss Kasha.
And these are the cards that showed our friend that you guys were in danger. And I'll point at the table.
Quite fond of my cards, are you?
They definitely, they kind of saved Rasmus's life here.
Hey,
Yeah,
they're one of
no.
my favorites. They're one of my favorite little trinkets too. Something I whipped up on my own.
Yeah, lots of tricks out here that you whip up on your own.
True.
Oh, How did the thing with the thing go?
Oh, that little business. Don't worry about it. It's all taken care of.
I'm so interested. Well, we have to go chase some birds in the sky to get the last song. We think maybe harpies? We don't know. We have to get closer. But, we're afraid to take Lottie and Erasmus back to the town in case anything would happen. We figured they'd be safer here with you.
Oh, you're looking for the harpies now, are you?
Yep, we're on to the last song.
I see. Well, I can send a little birdie along with you to show you the way.
Oh, that would be great.
So, I'm sure you've had a long day of travel. Are you staying the night?
Maybe?
We can. I don't see why not.
Well, then sure, it's a sleepover.
Excellent. I've already got some stew on. And she waves at the stew, and like the little handles of the cauldron kind of like unattach themselves, and they pick up like a small bowl nearby and start scooping out bowls for people.
So
And then the
Okay.
cauldron itself gets off of the fire and just walks towards you guys and hands you each a bowl of stew.
What? This is
There's some
new.
Beauty and the Beast shit.
I will graciously they take the bowl of soup and say, "Thank you, madam."
I will also take a bowl and say thanks.
Same.
Stew? Catcher?
Same.
Catch a
Thank you very
stew?
much, Catcher.
All right. So
Does it go outside though? Because we have somebody outside that's like is super hungry.
He's always hungry.
oh no, if he wants some stew, he can come inside.
He probably will. I think he had to use the bathroom.
Oh, I see. Well, you could set him at a bowl. And then the cauldron puts a bowl like on this little table next to the knives and stuff. And then it goes and sits itself back on the fire. Well, there's plenty of room down here. You're free to set out your bedrolls wherever you like. The chairs are quite comfortable. You could also sleep in those.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate it.
I will just stand watch for the night as well again.
I'm quite curious what's going on, though. Care to tell me of your travels?
For what happened with these guys?
Sure, tell me all the details since you left.
Well, we left. We went back to the town. We were looking for the mayor. Because we saw the mayor in the vision. Couldn't find the mayor. We had to put a couple guards in a little bit of a sleeper. Found the trap door. And then we found this whole underground hideout. Where we almost... Well, that's where I died. And then you brought me back. With some acorns. And then we cleared the rest of it out, and Erasmus and Lottie weren't there. So we sieged the town against the cultists, basically. And then we set out to find Lottie and Erasmus. I honestly don't remember where we got the tip off of where they might be. Yeah, they were in this huge tower, and we found Lottie and killed the elementals that were guarding her. And we went up to the top, and then we saved Erasmus. And now we're here.
Oh, you found the old Harpy Queen's tower, did you?
Is that whose tower that is?
Indeed. That used to be the seat of her power when she was around.
Really? I wonder if that's why this statuette was in there. I'm gonna pull out the Harpy statuette.
Oh, yes. The Harpy Queen was once their god, you know. They loved her, much like a mother.
Do I hear any of this, or since I'm outside, I don't hear anything?
I mean, if you want to hear it, you can hear it. They're just kind of talking casually. The door's like still open since you told them that since you said Gilgathrash might want food.
Yeah, I'll put a bowl out for Gilgathrash. I'll put both of his bowl and my bowl out there, and kind of walk back. I'll put down my mace, my maul outside, and walk back in and say, "Why do they fight against her now? If they loved her so."
Who fights against her? The Harpies? No, they don't.
But did the cultists? Was it only the Harpies that worshipped the Harpy Queen, or did man themselves also worship her?
Oh, that's a tricky question. I think there were a few followers of the Harpy Queen that once were not Harpy in nature.
Does
Okay, but
worshipping
Thrash, you're
this book-
back. There's soup on the counter for you.
Help
He's just
yourself.
gonna go over to the whole culture.
Nom 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 nom.
Alright, you just eat from the cauldron. So this cauldron, as you're eating it, Gilgathrash, you can tell that this cauldron does not seem to empty. Take that for
Gilgathrash
what you
thinks
will.
that's very
It's the
convenient.
never-ending stew.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Sorry, what was your question again?
I said, why? I was going to ask, why does man fight against the Harpy Queen if there were some who worshipped her?
Oh, the queen stood against the primordials when they came. The Nameless Lords, I believe, is what they're called now.
As we have fought one of their, I will say, vassals, a being of pure wind.
I see. A messenger from them, then.
I feel like he is. I don't know if we have truly slain him or we shall see him again.
That's a good question. Just don't let your guard down. It's always the best policy, anyway.
What values did the Harpy Queen stand for?
What values? Well, it's been a while since I've thought about that old goddess. Let me think for a moment. She was mostly a goddess of song. She brought forth the magic of song. In the early times, I believe she was one of the first gods created here.
An old god? You
She
say?
also gave her old in the sense of one of the first born.
That's pretty cool.
She also gave birth to the Harpies.
All of them?
Gross.
Aye,
A lot.
the first Harpies spring forth. Forget the specific tale. You'd have to ask someone more versed than I.
Is there a father of the Harpies?
No. There are no male Harpies.
How do they breed?
That's a special gift. They can reproduce with any sort of other male species, as far as I'm aware, as long as they're vaguely humanoid and intelligent enough. From what I understand, the Harpies inherit personality traits and gifted intelligence from their fathers sometimes, and then all the physical traits from their mothers.
That's pretty interesting. Harpies seem like very interesting specimens.
Is this a world where it's like Harpies are pretty, or are they terrible monsters? Some fantasy settings go to extremes on those.
They're kind of like, most of them are like people. Most of them look pretty average for the most part.
I mean, I know how this sounds, but they're like mateable. They're like attractive to
Mateable?
humanoids.
Mateable?
Like they're
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're I don't know what the word would be.
Yeah, I mean they look like human females for the most part,
Okay,
but just
yeah,
with the
that's
avian features. You might find individual like groups and stuff that are different, but yeah, in general, that's how they work.
very cool. Do you guys know any harpies?
I've never met any harpies yet.
I cannot say I have met any harpies myself as well.
Erasmus says, well, I did a bit of studying at the college. Just some basic perusing of the language, at least.
I wonder if that's why it was you, Erasmus.
Katja says, they probably just wanted to get rid of him so they couldn't reveal their secrets. I imagine he didn't know quite so much, but even a little bit is a lot when you're a hidden society.
Should we go talk to harpies about the songs?
Oh,
Oh,
we're
that
gonna sleep
depends.
here first, and now we're gonna go.
Okay.
It seems like stopping their ritual did quite a bit to hamper them. If you still wish to seek the songs, they may be of use in the future, but I don't know for certain.
I will walk outside, grab my maul, and say, rather be safe than sorry. I will also say, it also gives me a chance to go up north to see what is going on.
I see. Well, it's your business, none of mine.
We're gonna be
I will
passing
look ahead.
Ecclesia.
No, it's in like the same the harpies you saw earlier in the same like mountain range
Oh, okay.
as the tower was.
Is our
I
beloved
could-
5e tools not working for some reason?
I don't know. I'd have to check. Like, you see the little tent in the mountains there?
Yeah.
That's where you saw the harpies flying around.
Okay.
And you guys were at this big tower.
Okay. We got it.
It's only 75 feet away.
Only 75 feet. Wow.
Wow, huh?
That's like less than 2 rounds of travel, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. You guys are in the witch's hut. If there's anything you want to talk to her about or ask her for or whatever, she's here.
Oh, actually, can I turn to Rasmus real quick? I'm gonna look at him and say,
Yeah, so we saved something from you before the mayor's town burnt down.
I reach into my bag and I pull out 200 pounds worth of town documents.
Oh, you saved all of the documents?
Yes.
That is most admirable, good sir. I'll take them off you if you want.
Yes, please. They take up a lot of room in my bag of holding.
God, can I don't think Rasmus can hold them all, but Lottie can help.
Alright.
Yeah, he's only a 10 strength. But Lottie is very strong.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anything to happen to them while we adventure.
Really gonna have me drag all these back, Rasmus? This is important history, Lottie.
Great.
This is the town's history. We have to preserve it.
I agree.
Fine. This soup is really good, ma'am. Hey, thank you, dearie. It's an old recipe. Okay. You guys just want to rest here then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest.
And then we'll head towards the tent.
Sweet. You guys rest. And nobody will disturb you here, that's for sure. All right. So you awaken in the morning. This time it's not stew. It's like eggs, bacon. Typical breakfast stuff waiting for you.
Oh.
You can be fed once again. See this broom that was off in the corner is up on its own, just dusting the floors.
She's just living her best life. Damn.
Can I roll to figure out how the infinite food pot works?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check. At some point during the night, she goes upstairs, and if you want to sit and like fully check out what it does, you can figure it out.
Pretty good
I'll
at
remember
Arcana.
that.
You just kind of have to like grab it and like hold it and stuff. That's up to you if you think that's a safe thing to do.
Miss, can you show me?
Oh,
Kettle.
Oh, this kettle?
Yes, I'm curious. Gilgathrash gets very articulate for this short amount of time.
Well, its base enchantment is that it takes whatever I put in it and refills it up to a certain degree. It can produce a very large quantity of soup, for the most part. And then I added a little bit extra. I gave it a little bit of movement, just a wee bit of sentience. Enough to get it going. That's the basic gist.
What knowledge would I need to make one of those myself?
You'd probably need a bit of arcane knack. Or you'd need the appropriate materials to sort of infuse it on your own. If you had a captive soul or other sort of programmed sentience, you could simply create it and then install it into the device.
May I try to do an Arcana check to see if I might be able to make one?
Sure.
I mean, I am good at making things.
Have you?
Jesus Christ!
Really
So
good at
you
making things.
You could make one that does the same stuff, but it wouldn't be the same. Like, it would be artificer kind of base magic, so it'd be like it'd be like a really funky device. Like, it'd probably be like it'd be a mechanical cauldron instead of just like like an iron metal one, But yeah, you get the basic gist. Now that you know what it does, you can sort of schematic that out on your own time and figure out how to make one.
I will actually go up to our friend and ask her. I'll say in Sylvan, dear mighty wizard hag, I would ask, could you stretch this armor out for me, please? It's a little tight to my new form. I would rather it be representative of my old form.
Oh, you want me to stretch it out?
If you could, please.
Let me see if I have something simple that can do that. That won't cost you much.
I will say, hopefully not an arm and a leg.
What could she do?
Very
Oh my
nice.
gosh, she could do so much. I believe I could do something. Yeah, why don't you take it off?
Take it
I will,
off.
I will be in Sylvan. I'll say in Sylvan. Rasmus and his sister do not know of what I am.
Oh, I see. Perhaps you'd like to, we'll come upstairs for a moment then. And we'll do it up there.
I will bow and say, of course. And I will follow her upstairs.
Unless you get to see the secret upstairs.
A secret upstairs. Secret tunnel.
I like secrets. May I come?
I will pull out the robe that I was given by Dreepy and kind of don that, put that on, and just take over that for a minute, and then take my helm off as well.
Drop it in the circle over there. Make it a little bit easier to see what's happening.
I'll drop my armor off in the
Oops.
circle, and then I'll don the clothes on, the robe on, should I say. And I will wear the silver mask as well.
All right. So she turns to the armor and casts a spell. And the armor stands up on its own and like starts pulling itself apart and like reshaping itself. Also, like a few scissors and things like lift themselves up from the nearby tables and like start coming in and cutting themselves up. And after I think only a few minutes, your armor is way better suited to what you want it to be.
I will say,
How long does this
even
last?
I will say to her, even the shamans of my clan could not do such witchcraft and magic. I thank you.
Okay, let me describe what's up here just a little bit. So the first thing you see, obviously, is the big magic circle on the ground. It's carved in some sort of black inked chalk or something. There are two braziers that are kind of filled with it's like a red liquid, but it's not dark like blood. It looks like almost like colored water. On the table, there is a candelabra. It seems like a normal candelabra. There's also, we'll do that one last. You see some coffins. They look like plain coffins. Can't tell what's in them, but they are closed. There are a vast number of magic items and stuff on these shelves and on these tables. Many potion bottles, many magical reagents, lots of fancy stuff.
Do I see, with my ethereal sight, do I see any, ghosts here or no?
No, there are no ghosts here right now.
Alrighty, I was just doing a subtle check, just in case, but
And
nothing, that would be warranted to actually say out loud about.
The final thing on the table is a shrunken head with desiccated eyes, stitched atop a socky, scaled leg from some manner of bird. And you can see this thing seems to be alive somehow. It like turns and looks at you, but it doesn't say anything.
I will say, that is a nice totem you have there.
Ah, yes, William.
William, I will say it has a name. A very noble name, William is.
Why don't you say hello to our guest, William? Hello.
Many greetings, William. Do you help our dear friend here?
I help. That's what I do. William's here paying an old debt.
Ah, an old debt. I will bow. I will say, may your debt be filled in full, then, William. I'll go up to. Is the armor ready? I will say. Is the armor ready?
It seems good.
Then I will take the armor. I will don the armor again and say, "Ah, even a better fit than it was before. Even my old armors. Ah, I thank you, madam." I'll have the robe over my arm and then follow her downstairs and don my helmet on again.
Yeah, you are now back to your full size. All right, you guys head back downstairs then. All right, that business is done. Anything else? Oh, I didn't actually. Did I click awaken? I didn't want to. Will you be on your way now, dearies?
I will say, if there is nothing you need of us, then yes, we must go collect the third song.
Rasmus approaches and says, excuse me, ma'am, but I have a friend who lives in the village, and she is afflicted by some manner of illness. It has made her skin like hard and scaly, and she is not well. Oh, I see. And you don't have any cure for this, is that right? Yes, we're not. None of us are really sure what it is.
I will chime in. She's a wood elf, right?
Yeah.
I will chime in and say she is a wood elf.
Wood elf?
Mm-hmm. It's
Wonder.
It's as though her skin has been turned to bark and stuff, as if bark is forming all over her skin.
She sort of like scratches her head for a moment. Oh, I think I know the elf you're talking about.
I will say in Sylvan, is she paying back a debt to you?
She responds, no.
I will silently nod and then continue letting Rasmus speak.
Well, I could fix her up if you send her my way. I can't tell you the specifics to what ails her from here, but it's probably within my power to deal with. Thank you. I will be sure to tell her.
I will also say in Sylvan, real quick, will she be making a deal with you as well?
That depends.
I will silently nod again and say nothing else. I shall stretch out and say, shall we begin with the harpies then?
Yep.
Let's go get him.
Yes.
All right, then. Good luck on your journeys, travelers. I'll see you soon.
Oh, before I leave, I shall bow and honor and reverence to her as I walk away.
Okay. She nods at you. All right, you guys walk through the woods. This time, yeah, you still get like the free fast travel because of your friendship with the witch, and you end at the. Where do you want to go? Do you want to be like here at the edge, or do you want to be like at the edge of the mountains?
I feel like we would try to walk halfway with them to at least to their village, and then part ways to go to the where we saw the harpies flying around, or the eagle-sized birds.
I agree.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys head back to the village then. It'll just take you one day of travel back through the forest to the village.
Is a giant
the way
frog
there, I
really
wanna
a
remark.
1/4 CR rating?
Yep.
Perfect.
Giant toads are 1/2. They are different. Actually, giant toad might be 1, now that I think about it. Giant toad is 1, yeah.
Or giant octopus is 1 too.
True. Can you turn into swim speed yet? Yeah, you can because you're 4, right? You were at least 4.
I was mainly looking for conjure animals at the moment. Just getting familiar with the CR ratings and what I can do.
Yep. Frogs.
Yeah, I figure that's fitting.
I mean, okay. So you guys are you guys going the full way back to the village, or are you just walking?
We were just walking halfway there with them, unless we want to make sure they're actually safe.
Oh, they're going back to the village?
Mm-hmm.
It's up to y'all. I'm more content with going to the harp. Any excuse to go up north.
Oh wait, yeah. Weren't we supposed to leave them with the hag until we got back from the harpies?
Yeah.
Oh, is that your plan?
Whoops.
Too late.
No, it's not.
You just turn back and say, "Oh wait."
That was like the whole point to take him there.
Yeah, that was why we were going there.
Okay. Let's go back.
Okay, you guys haven't really left then. We'll say they can stay there.
Okay.
On that real quick.
But I will, after, doing all that, then I'll say, to the Harpies.
Ah, to the
Okay.
Harpies.
Ah, yes. Yes, this was the plan all along. Now you guys can travel directly to the Harpy village.
Yes, exactly.
Alright. Northwest through the field. And then you must rest again.
We must rest.
You guys ate breakfast at the witches, so you don't have to worry about rations for today.
Okay.
Artemis, Selka,
Yes.
you guys are getting kind of weird around the hag.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Y'all just seem like y'all know her or something.
I mean,
Some of us
she
are,
did bring me back to life.
let's say, some of us are also paying back a debt to her.
Very well.
I gotta plant these
It-
seeds. Which
I
reminds
mean, you've
me,
also,
I need to find a new small corpse.
You get some time in the day. Want to do some hunting?
Yeah, let's go find like a rabbit or something.
You need a pretty big rabbit, probably. It's sort of like, imagine you're growing a plant, but you gotta get it progressively bigger pots as the roots
Right.
increase.
So we need something
So,
a little bit bigger than a raccoon.
Yeah, you probably want something a little bit bigger than the raccoon.
that will help as well.
Maybe
Try to
like
help
a
out.
hog.
Yeah, like a hog or a deer would be good. Probably much larger than that. Be hard to carry.
Like a small hog or a small deer.
But go ahead and make your survival check.
Okay.
I guess with advantage because Artemis is help. Or who's doing it? Which one of you wants to do the roll? I guess Artemis already rolled, so that's fine.
I mean,
Oh. One way to one up me.
it's my debt.
Yeah, you guys find a doe and 2 of her fawns out in the plains.
How how big are the fawns?
The fawns are like a month or 2 old, probably.
Oh, so they're itty bitty babies.
Yeah, they're pretty young.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't take the mom away. Oh.
I'll take the javelin out and say, I'm like, are you sure? I will say to her, we have the deer, or do you wish to keep hunting?
Find something else. No, survive without their mom.
I will put the javelin back on my back and say, as you wish.
And go hunt again.
I'll just whisper, I'll just say in my Golkal tongue, may Ursula help us in this hunt. We are going to need it.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, did I not? Okay, I didn't ask for another roll, but all right.
Oh, sorry. I figured.
We'll say, this time you find, well, you rolled well enough, so you stumble upon a mountain lion.
Mountain lion?
Yes.
I will say.
This one was actually trying to hunt you at the same time, but you spotted it first.
I will say a mighty hunt.
Alright, let's get this one.
I will draw my javelin and then. Is it behind us or where is it? Is it just.
It's like hiding in a bush right now. It thinks it hasn't been seen.
I will get my javelin and then I will throw my javelin at it to try to.
Do it. Make a roll. Bam. That hits. 8 damage. Okay.
Then I will have my maw out and ready, and I will charge at it and try to swing at it as well.
Alright, let's do a mini fight. G2. So roll initiative. And I will just summon a basic lion, which will work. A mighty lion. Alright, Silka, you're up first.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot with my light crossbow.
Shoot with the crossbow, okay.
That's a 10.
A 10. That is probably a miss, but let me check. What did I do? Okay. 10 is a miss. Artemis.
I will charge at it with my maul in hand, shouting in my Goth Call tongue, "Die, beast!"
Die,
I'll swing at it.
How fast are you? You're 40 feet now?
Yes, I believe I'm 40 feet if I remember correctly, because I leveled up. I am 40 feet, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can get up to it in time. With
I will
enough speed.
swing my maw at it.
Swing! Another hit. Ooh, 11. Already kind of hurt this poor bastard. But it gets one turn. It's going to desperately bite at you, because that's all I can do right now. Cha-cha! 9 and a miss.
Yep. No
Silka.
You're shooting again. Oh my gosh!
Another
Awful!
miss.
I will
Artemis.
swing my maw at that again.
Alright. Yeah, you hit him. I think he can't. Yeah. He's gone. The lion is defeated.
I will say, a mighty hunt. I will take my maw out of its corpse after putting it away. I will say, Silka, do you need the whole body, or may I take some trophies?
Yes, you can have the heart, you weirdo.
I wanted more than just the heart.
Wait,
Thank you.
what all do you want?
I would like the head of the beast, and take some of its paws, and take claws from it as well.
I need something a little bigger than this raccoon, but I also don't want to
Oh,
carry a whole lion around with me.
It's just a mountain lion. It's not an actual lion.
Oh,
Wait,
It weighs
everyone?
probably, I want to say it weighs like 300 pounds.
300 pounds?
Yeah, let me look. It's an adult mountain lion. Adult mountain lion. Okay, it only weighs 150 pounds, we'll say.
Only. Can I get away with, like, chopping one of its, like, legs and putting the plant in, like, what's thigh?
Well, if Artemis is taking the head, that's 10% of its weight. So it
I'll
loses
take
15 pounds, and it's only 135.
Yeah, I'll take the head and the 4 paws.
What's the weight for the raccoon? Do you still have that?
Yeah, he's decently small. He's only 21 pounds with the
So
sapling.
you could like cut up the torso or whatever it is into like, let's say like 50 pounds of meat is probably okay for the transplant.
Okay. I want to use some of my rope. Have you ever seen like those little like orchid things like with the coconut where they like wrap it in rope and make like a little bowl pot?
A bowl.
Yeah, I want
I
to
think
make.
so.
I want to see if I can't get like some of the guts and yumminess and like put the plant in it and then wrap it to hold it kind of together so it's not just like falling apart. Because we're kind of gonna mutilate this poor lion. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah.
I'll take the paws, the heart, and the head.
Okay. No problem.
I'll spend some time
Are they doing this?
transplanting transplanting the sapling and making that little cocoon of corpse for it.
Is Selka doing this where everybody can see her doing it?
I mean, we were in the woods.
I assume they
hunting.
did. Yeah, I assume they did it like normal butchery stuff where they did it right where they got it.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys, I assume, were at camp, like setting
Mhm.
things up.
Yeah, I'll
So-
take the hide of. I'll say to Silko, would you need the hide as well, or can I take the hide?
A hide might be good to sell to somebody when we get to a town.
Yeah,
And
you
I
only need
will-
you only need the flesh for the tree. But it would be kind of awkward to carry around without the hide.
Yeah.
As a
Well,
like
I was gonna
that's
use some
the
of the hide for my little like bowl thing, but it wouldn't be all the hide.
Did you guys
Okay.
bring like any burlap sacks or anything?
I have
Like
a
that?
burlap sack that I've been using for the.
Right. So you can just reuse that. It smells terrible, but yeah, you can just
Yeah.
reuse that.
I figured that's what I would do, and then just like use the rope to like enforce it, because like I feel like the raccoon was kind of contained in a way
Yeah.
with the burlap, but this we're just kind of like taking what we need and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally feeding it.
Literally feeding the plant, repotting my little sapling into some more corpse. New corpse
Okay,
for the
so you can
baby.
do. You guys have. I assume one of you guys have like a knife or a dagger or something, right? To do this skinning knife.
I
to get the pulse?
sure hope that Artemis does, because I don't have a dagger.
Yeah, I have a skinning
I
knife.
have a shovel. That ain't gonna help.
Okay. Yeah, you can take the pelts as well then separately.
I was
Cool.
doing all this. I will say,
Are you guys
I'm
taking any for rations at all?
I'll take some. Yeah, whatever she doesn't take.
I would
for
say
the-
whatever is left over from we could bring back to cook for rations.
Yeah, you could get a day's worth of rations each. I think 5 rations.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just look this Elka and say, divvy up
Use
these
the rest of
rations
it's
with
for dinner.
everybody
That way we're
else.
not letting it go to waste.
Soga, make me a Constitution saving throw while you're doing this transplantation.
Okay.
Okay. It's horrible to deal with this rotten raccoon corpse, and then trying to get the roots of the tree into this new thing. You can see as you try to put the meat of the lion up to the tree roots, they sort of like move an inch into the flesh and then reseat themselves in a rooted position.
That's fucking gross.
Maybe.
And you just barely manage to not throw up or anything. And you get the job done.
Can we please go to Ecclesia soon?
I will say, I'll look at what's going on and say, what's the issue?
If this thing,
isn't.
it's gross.
horrible.
It's cool, but it's gross. But if I have to repot this thing anymore, I'm not gonna be able to carry it.
I will say, 'tis fair. But first, the Harpy song.
Yes, yeah, I'm not saying right now. I'm saying soon. Not take
Okay, you can
immediate
change
detour.
You can change the tree's weight to 50 pounds now.
I did.
Okay. Sweet.
I am over carrying capacity. Good.
Anybody else want to do stuff during your rest?
Negative.
I'm gonna practice my kata and then go to bed.
Okay. Alright. You awaken them, a lot of you, in the morning. Luckily, this area has been very peaceful. Very few interruptions. And you look up at the mountains. You have the same general direction where you believe you're supposed to go. In the distance, you can see a crow kind of waiting on some trees for you.
I will say, to the mountains we go after the crow. Gather myself and I just begin following the flight of the crow.
Okay.
I follow.
Yeah, you guys don't have to do any navigations because the crow is leading you. About halfway through your trip, I need who's in the lead right now.
I will say I will be taking the lead position.
Okay, actually no, just everybody make me a perception check. Now, are these guys in this section or in a different section? No, they're here. Okay, just a +2 then. Oh, interesting.
Oh, you're not supposed to crit.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so as you guys are going through, you hear a voice shout from above you. Ho there, travelers!
I will look up and say,
You guys look up and you see these flying creatures with like large bird talon legs and huge wings on their backs. Why have you come here?
We're looking for a song.
Be ye friend or foe?
Friend, I believe.
Alright, make me a persuasion check.
Oh, are we folks?
Sika.
"Oh Jesus."
I mean, Soka doesn't
It
think
depends
she's
on who we're
lying.
talking to.
It depends on who we're talking to.
Are we all rolling persuasion, or
I just asked Soka. Let's see here.
That's just my outburst.
Okay, they fly away. And you guys are left. What do you want to do?
I will say, I guess we follow. We must go on a journey to get this song. I would just hope they don't assume that we are here to attack.
Are we here to attack?
We're just here for a song, to my knowledge.
That's what I thought too. I guess there's
Are
only
they
one way
actually?
to find out.
Could we actually just perceive if they were actually harpies or just different creatures?
Yeah, they didn't seem to be. They seem to be harpies, when you guys have heard of them.
Okay.
You didn't get a good look at their features, particularly, or what they had on them or anything. They
Shall we
flew
go?
away.
Shall we go see what the Harpy Queen's children are up to in these pressing times?
Smug says, "Hey, boss, you want I should follow him or something?"
Not this time.
All right.
Unless we all agree. If we want to send him and have him check it out. I just don't know if they're going to be able to, like, would they be able to detect him at all?
You're not sure.
Yeah, I'm wary on that.
Yeah.
Let us
It
just.
usually takes a decent amount of magic to see through invisibility.
If anything, if they follow them, and if he is discovered, you could just recall him back to the sec.
I don't want them to feel like we're hostile though.
That is true, though. I
They
guess
could
we
be
just.
taken the wrong way. Like maybe they want us
Yeah,
to
let's-
like kind of move in forward.
Let's just chase them. We can still be diplomatic.
Yeah, I want to try diplomatic for right now.
As it be. I will keep pressing forward.
Okay,
To
you
the
guys head up further into the mountain. And this time, the figures return with more of them.
Hi again.
let's see. 2 of them fly all the way near the ground. Or sorry, 3 of them. Did I say 2? 3 of them show up.
If they come down, I'll be like, did we overstep?
One of them is a slightly larger harpy. She seems to be kind of like the authority figure in this small group.
Let's pull
I
these
will
guys.
notice this, and I will put my maw on the ground. Not like away from me, but I will disarm myself. Essentially, I'll put my maul on the ground, and I will put my javelins next to him and say, "We do not wish you any harm. We are here on a quest.
Okay, interesting.
Nothing more, nothing less. We do not wish to fight."
All right, the leader has a Morningstar on, and she's wearing just normal clothing. So what do you want then? Why have you come up our mountain?
We're
Dear
looking.
maiden, my name is Artemis. May I get your name? I do not wish to be rude.
I am known as Cross.
Dear Cross, we are here because we are fighting the ancient nameless lords. We have just disbanded a cult in that village down the mountain. We have carried 2 of your mother's songs, as we are carrying 2 of the songs of the Harpy Queen as we speak. We do not wish ill harm against you.
You carry 2 of the sacred songs?
We do carry 2 songs, yes.
May I see them?
I will. If you wish not to, I know these are probably sacred to y'all, but we must keep. I will show them if you promise we are allowed to keep them.
I don't think that's a good idea. How about we get to know each other first?
Then speak more. You say you've defeated the cult of our ancient enemy?
Yeah,
Some of
the
its
tower is
followers,
clear
yes.
now.
Go check.
And our queen's ancient tower is free?
It's true,
The
yes.
ancient tower is free.
Except for some weird elemental that's
we
down in
knew
a
it was
hole.
for your
But besides that, the tower is clean.
She turns back to the other 2, and they speak in a sort of... They speak in a strange language, unless... Does anybody speak Harpy?
No.
Okay.
I'm
So
smart.
they speak in a strange language that sounds a lot like a huge variety of different bird calls and noises. A lot of chirping and a lot of tweeting. And then they turn back to you, and Cross says, "We must confirm these things. As an ambassador to my tribe at the moment, I would ask that you remain here and move no further. And if you
Okay.
wish, I will stay with you and converse with you.
Sure.
While my sisters
As it-
return and confirm what they can."
As you may. We wish you no harm.
Very well. She turns to the one on her right and nods at her, who then takes off. They seem to have a quick conversation in the sky with the other 2, and they all head off to the north. So Cross and this one other Harpy stay with you guys.
Okay.
I will look at Cross and ask her, "Dear Cross, if it's not intruding or if I am not asking too much of you, I am a Goliath of when I was there, a nameless clan. Have you had any Goliaths come down the mountain or come over these reaches yet, or no?"
Goliath. I have not seen any of your kind. I hear only the most distant of tales. So Artemis, you're still a very far way away. Like, I'll put you on the map to show you where you're from and where you're at right now.
Oh, Jesus, bro, we are fucking. Whew.
You guys are all the way like down here near the Crimson Canyons beneath Shamdor.
Shit.
And you're from way, way up here north.
Okay. Okay, so we are bumfuck Africa away. Okay.
You are very far away from home. Oh, that's the wrong map.
I will say, thank you for appeasing me with this information, dear Cross.
So tell me what you can. How did you find these songs?
One was
Tell me of our enemy.
well, one of these songs was given to us by a old hag in the swamps. She said she was protecting it for an old friend.
Her name's Katja.
Gotcha, yes. And then the second one we found within the cultists' lair themselves in the village that we freed of their control.
These were human cultists.
Correct. But they were controlled by heir vassal to the lords themselves. He has so far that to our knowledge has been vanquished.
The lords can never die, and their servants might return so long as they exist. It is the way of the elements. They are as eternal as the earth itself. But they cannot move freely through our realm, without purchase, without portals. You
So
are
they
all
must-
fortunate to have survived.
That we have. You could say luck might be on our side.
It would appear so, if all your tales hold true.
We have also witnessed a lightning. We call it a dragon, but it would seem to be a lightning beast in the Harpy's tower. Was that affiliated with y'all, or was it just there by
I know not
grandeur?
what this creature could be.
As it may. I was just gathering information.
You maybe know who Katja might have been holding the song for? She seems to know quite a bit about the Harpy Queen and her history.
The priestess has told us some stories of an old ally to our ancient queen, but I do not know if this is the same being you speak of.
Maybe. Or maybe a passed down, if you will, for a generation or so.
The priestess may know.
Gilgathras tries to flirt with her. He gets in close, and he says, "Oh,
After seeing what's about to happen, I will just transpire to get the paws and the panther and the cougar skull, and I will say, in my Gothkal tongue, this shall be great, quite interesting to watch. I will start cleaning the skull of the. Just start to clean the skull and the paws and stuff like that, just to get my trophies.
The smaller harpy jumps back from you, but Crust does not seem particularly intimidated. Gilgathrash. What do you say? Did you actually say what you said? I didn't hear.
What?
oh yeah. I got in close, and I said, hey, what's up?"
Greetings. Can I help you with something?
"I like your feathers."
She just looks at you.
I will say to Cross.
Make me a persuasion check.
You just hiss at her?
She doesn't seem phased either way.
He thinks to himself, "This is going really well." And he goes to see the fire.
Okay.
Not going poorly, I guess.
I think our go with our companion there has been enamored by you, Cross.
And
No, he's just. My people would say you have swooned him off his feet. As I sit here, still clean the skull and the paws.
I'm gonna wave from over by the fire.
okay.
I'm gonna look at her. You've swept him off his feet. I will actually go to Dreepy and ask, Dear Dreepy, do you have any like loose twine or maybe some rope that I may borrow to make a necklace out of these cougars' teeth and claws?
Oh, hold on, my voice mod thing broke. I'm sorry. What did you ask me?
I was just asking, do you have any like material so I can make a necklace out of the tooths and claws of the cougar?
I think I have some spare like metal and some glass.
If you could, it'd be very helpful if I could.
Yeah, I hand you over some of my tinkering supplies, which is some scrap metal and some broken glass from when I was trying to learn to make glass bottles.
I would like to start just making the necklace. I'll also take the small gold bracelet as well and try to intertwine that into the necklace as well. To make a bone golden necklace.
Okay. As you guys are hanging out for a little bit, one of the harpies returns and lands next to Cross and speaks to her for a bit. Cross turns to you and says, "It seems the priestess has vouched for you, and she has granted you permission to visit the village."
I will bow and say, with their reverenced guidance, we shall gladly take this audience.
Very well.
I will, before we walk away, I'll pick up my maul, my javelins, anything that I took off,
Okay.
and put them back on my person.
Righty then.
Do I finish constructing this necklace that I was crafting before we...
Yeah. It's just a basic necklace, right? Just
Yeah,
with claws.
it's just woven with the gold bracelet in hand, and then the tooth and claws of like the cougar, essentially, is what I made it out of.
Yeah, you can do that pretty simply.
I will look at this and say, a mighty gift, if I say so myself. And I'll just put that in my bag and say, for later.
All right, Cross offers to walk alongside you guys if it helps.
I will say,
guide you.
Mighty Cross, thank you for showing us the way.
It has been a very long time since we've had any visitors in the village. Okay, and as you guys get here, you can see the village. It's set pretty high up on a cliffside, and there are some makeshift barricades made out of wood. that are sort of set at the entrance to this place. There are also a various amount of handcrafted tents, a few lit campfires, and a few scattered hay nests. There are also there's quite a few harpies in this village hanging around. It's going to be on the right layer to show you.
I will look at Karas and say, do y'all get many enemies up here in these cliffs, or no?
There's always a chance that our enemies might show up, but we don't have many.
Mainly just the lords, I assume. I highly doubt there are many humans who come up here and try to pick a fight.
No, most of our opposition is beasts that would seek the mountains as their own. Things like manticores, wyverns, occasionally a drake or two.
I will say, occasionally a drake or two.
Aye. Though, fortunately, they are rare. They do not come here very often. We try to keep the mountain well maintained.
Sounds like when I was trying to become a follower of Ursel himself with these. This would be a mighty place to train, to show your strength to the gods.
You see as you guys are walking through the village that all the harpies are obviously quite curious and interested. But they see you're with Cross, so they don't seem agitated.
Before we get into the actual village, itself, I will look at Cross. Would you mind if I put my maul and javelin here as a sign of peace, as a peace offering to y'all?
Yeah, she gestures at she gestures at a place where they'll be safe for you. You want to put them?
I'll gladly put my maul and javelin there, and I will say, thank you, mighty Cross. I will still follow Cross.
I believe the priestess wishes to speak with you. We'll find her in her cave.
As it may be. I follow her to the cave.
What does everybody else want to do?
I will also follow.
Yeah, we might as well all go, I suppose.
Cave party.
I'm following.
Party.
Alright. So Cross leads you inside the cave. Here you can see there is a carved stone statue with a very beautiful looking harpy. There are a few scattered bedrolls. You might, depending on where you're at in the room, you can see this small little altar. And there is, of course, the priestess, who is kneeling before the statue.
Before we get any further, I'll go to Silka. Do you still have the harpy statue figurine by chance?
Yes.
Might I have the figurine, please?
For why?
As a symbol of peace towards to the harpies themselves. I know it is
so.
Thank you, mighty Silka. I will take the figurine, and I'll have it in hand as I approach with Cross.
Can you guys can all see, right? Is it lit in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cross kneels, says, "Priestess, I have brought the travelers." And she gets up from her prayer and turns to you guys.
Seeing as the priest motions us, with the figurine in hand, I will kneel and say, "A gift for you, mighty priestess."
As he's doing that, I want to whisper to Silka, I think they liked us enough already. You probably didn't need to do that.
Probably.
She steps forward and takes the statue. Oh, this is an old relic of my people.
A
I
gift
thank
from
you
us
for
to
this.
you. It is my pleasure.
Gilgathrash feels jealousy towards Artemis.
So, I have heard of your journeys. I've spoken with the goddess, and she tells me you are victorious. You have dealt a great blow against our ancient foe.
That is great news to hear. We have been fighting the lords, the nameless lords' vassals, yes. I know Cross said earlier that she would have liked to see the songs. Would you like to see the songs just to confer?
Yes, I would. It has been a long time since our ancient treasures have been seen.
I will go reach into my bag and place the two songs in front of me. These songs have been quite helpful in the Battle of the Lords.
She kneels down and just gingerly, her talons gently scrape across the surface of the notes. It has been so long,
I will say, if you
my
would,
people.
please pick them up and read them if you wish. These are of your heritage.
I would keep them if I could. But I believe the goddess has other plans.
As it may. But if you do wish to hold them, by all means, do as you wish.
Yeah, she takes she actually jumps over to her little pile of treasure chests. Well, she flies over. She pulls out a bunch of notes and stuff and starts copying in excruciating detail what is on the stones.
I will say, playing these songs have been mighty. Fill you with a sense of vigor. Even though they fight, they hinder the lords themselves. Still playing this music fills you with a sense of the power.
Yes, they were imbued with her voice, the very power of the first song that gave rise to us, and defended us against the primordials when they came here.
Would you like one of your people to play the songs for you, just to hear them?
We will sing them in time, but we must learn them again.
As you may.
She goes about taking down the notes. The goddess wishes for you to have the final song, but on a condition that you seek out the rest of the lords and deal with them. I know you have dealt a great blow to the cult that lives here, but there are others spread across the lands that still seek the rise.
Of course. If your goddess wishes this, we shall carry out her tasks. Will we be able to commune with her, or will she commune with us in the times of coming in need?
She stops taking notes for a second and turns back to the statue. The goddess has gifted you a special trial if you wish to undertake it. It is not one you are likely to find anywhere else, but it will confine you here for a few days, I believe.
If your goddess wishes it, I will gladly partake in this trial. Would I need my weapons for this trial, or is this a trial more of endurance and mental fortitude?
This is a trial of understanding.
As it may. I will gladly partake in this trial.
She looks to the rest of you. Let's say the rest of you. Would you wish to receive our goddess's blessing?
I would
Sounds like fun.
Understanding is my specialty.
Very well. Then I will begin the preparations. She directs you guys all to sit in a circle.
Okay.
And she pulls out some incense and lights it and begins an incantation in Harpy. She sets it in the middle of the circle, and then she starts incanting the magic. And I need everybody to go ahead and pick a bird for me.
A bird?
Any bird?
Yeah.
Harpy eagle.
Each of you choose a bird.
Crow.
Ooh.
Can I choose a harpy eagle?
Yeah, any bird that's medium.
Sweet! Harpy eagle, baby. I will choose a harpy eagle.
All right, so each of you just remember what you picked.
Pick seagull. Screw it.
Would you consider a sandhill crane a medium-sized bird?
Sandhill crane. How tall are they? Probably.
It's like up to your waist, maybe.
Oh, wait.
They stand up to a meter tall.
Well, medium. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm going with bearded vulture.
All right. As the ritual begins, you all pass out.
Oh.
You awaken, but not quite as yourselves. You have become the bird of your choice.
Oh.
I will notice this transformation. I'll say, "Fucking yeah!"
And
I
you
got
hear
a
you hear that same voice that congratulated you at the end of the tower. It speaks again and says, "I wish for you to live as my people do for a time, so you may see. My children have long forgotten me, except this small group."
Are we literal birds or bird humanoids?
You are birds. You are the bird you chose, but you get the stats of the Bloodhawk. However, you just replace its health with your own. So you guys should have been able to see that when I showed you, right? I'm gonna put it in characters for now.
I make loud squawking noises.
Yeah, you guys can right now you can understand Harpy and all the other languages you spoke before. But you are burbs.
I say out loud, "Do you wish us to spread the word of your majesty?"
That's all she said. But then the priestess says, "You have undergone a great transformation. The goddess wishes for you to spend some time in our village and learn what you will. And upon the completion, she will reward you. She will award you with the song."
Also, we're actually we're just our birds right now. That's dope. We're just
Yeah, you're birds.
We're just birds right now. Cool. I'll say, awesome. I'll start flapping my wings and I'll start floating in the air. I'll be like, "Oh,
Cacao.
This is quite cool."
I'm sure you are tired from your travels today, but you are free to rest anywhere in the village. The others will not disturb you.
I thank you, dear priestess.
Tomorrow, Cross will lead a hunt, and you may accompany her.
Ah, a mighty hunt. As it may be.
If you need me, I will be here.
Where are we hunting?
We'll find whatever we can, Cross says. It is simply a food hunt.
I'll just pick one of the nearby nests and I'll say, "Man, I am quite exhausted, actually." I will go to
Tired?
wherever they place. I'll go to wherever my weapons are. I mean, technically I'm a bird now. I'm an alive bird, right?
Yeah, you're
I'm not
alive now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not an undead bird anymore. I'm an alive bird. I'll just be near my mace and weapon. I'll just kind of just plop down and just kind of pass out there, just going kudunk, like the whole, like the whole owl meme when they was like drugged up and he just hit himself on the ground, like in the bird cage itself.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking plow down and just pass out.
All right. So all you guys are just sleeping as burbs?
Yep, as burbs.
I'm gonna sleep on top of this hut with Smug, and Smug's gonna be in Raven form.
Yes. I made a bird token for myself, but I forget how to.
I made a bird token for myself. Are you a giant?
I don't
bird?
actually know how you would put it in.
I think the DM has to.
If he gave it to me, I could put it.
Bird.
Spirit vulture.
So let's see. Let's look at the Bloodhawk stats real quick. How fast do they fly? I believe you guys are actually slightly faster than the Harpies while flying. Yeah, just a little bit. All right, sweet. You all sleep and awaken. Early in the morning, Cross is waiting for you guys.
After face planting, I'll wake up, go, flap my feathers and stretch them out. I will hop towards Cross and say, I am ready.
Good. Is the rest of you ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna stretch my long legs out and walk over casually.
Do we still have our spells and stuff or no?
No, you're just a Bloodhawk, but you have your own health pool.
Oh, we have our normal health?
Yeah, normal health.
Okay. But we only have the 1d4 attack?
Yep.
2? Okay. Well then, as a bearded vulture, I'm going to roll around in some clay for a little bit and turn my feathers red.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Once you are ready, then we shall be off.
Yes. Got my war paint on.
Is this not my first time being a bird? My first time being a bird? We're feeling a little different.
I'm gonna walk over to Cross and do like a display. Like dance back and forth
Okay.
and like make the feathers make me look huge.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, maybe a persuasion check as Bloodhawk.
I can't.
Oh yeah, we can only see the
You guys
bio
don't
and
have control?
info. We can't get the.
No.
Yeah, we don't have the other tabs.
My bad. All players can be controlled. Well, blam.
What am I doing? A persuasion check?
Yeah, it'd just be charisma. There's no time for that, little one.
Oh.
I'll say out loud.
Thanks.
I'll just say, I will gently pat him on the back. Maybe next time.
With your bird feathers, yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be a
Maybe
bird fight
next
happening
time.
here over this lady.
Then come, we will fly.
Let's
She
do
takes
it.
off.
I shall screech and go, ah, and just follow after her.
Yeah. So you follow her, and she goes down into the plains. As she's going, she just, she's talking about what her strategy normally is. No, that's not the right map.
Yeah, we're gonna raid a human village. Let's go.
Dive bombing.
Right.
She's talking pretty loudly because, you're up in the wind and it's hard to speak normally.
Many of my sisters prefer to use. Some of my sisters prefer to use bows and arrows to hunt their prey. But personally, I prefer to deal the killing blow myself. It gives you a greater weight of the life you're taking.
Yeah.
I will say it symbolizes the honor of going after the hunt itself.
Indeed. If you cannot feel what you've done, then have you really learned anything?
This is true. One of the many lessons we have learned at our School of the Bear.
The plain is the easiest place to find prey, as there is no visual cover. However, many of the beings there are quite camouflaged. But you guys I'm pretty sure you all have keen sight now because of the bird, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
So the Bloodhawk makes it's like insanely easy to hunt from this angle. The hawk has extremely high vision, and you can see movement very accurately. You guys see quite a few things, but Cross doesn't seem interested in many of it. We could spend a while hunting smaller game, and this would be the smart play, but I believe we can take down something stronger. She seems to be on the lookout for...
What if we stood at the edge of a body of water and slowly poked at fish that came near the edge?
She kind of stops mid-flight, turns around. What?
Like, we stand near the edge of the water, very still, and when fish come by, you snatch them.
And people are not fishermen.
Oh.
There are a few... It would be too far to fly to the river to get any value. We only do this in desperate times when there's no plenty available. But the plains has been healthy and vibrant for quite some time.
Oh, nobody's perfect.
I'm just be flying around the air doing barrel rolls in this new form.
Ideally, I seek an elk. It has been quite some time since we have dined upon elk, and I believe it would be a good treat for the village.
Owl's informer. We had seen a doe and her fawn in the area a few days back. This is when we killed the cougar.
I see. It would be quite good if we found one of those. Alright, she's going to make a perception check with advantage because of her keen sight. She eventually notices, there, a buck. Can you see it? I don't advise following me. This is an advanced maneuver.
I will say
watch
that.
carefully. And then she kind of drops her flight entirely. You see, like, she folds up her wings and she, like, makes herself very aerodynamic as she dives to the ground and slams hard into this elk, who just didn't see it from far enough. I don't think the elk can survive this attack, but let me see. If she hits, there's no way he survives. So we're just gonna do... We'll just do her Morning Star because it's easy. Bam. 13 damage is actually just enough. She takes down the elk in one single blow, breaking its neck with her talons as she lands. And she waves her wings up at you guys to come down.
As I'm following, I'll do like a little barrel roll going down, then I will land right beside her.
Yeah. It is a little bit awkward to fly, because I imagine most of you haven't flown before. And sort of, you've kept your own memories, so you haven't really gained any of the animalistic presence of these birds. But you've after practicing a bit, you've gotten more or less used to it.
I will say as I land, man, this flying is quite amazing.
Indeed.
I will hop over and say, "Do you need any help taking apart the elk or?"
No, I will bring it back whole, and then we will butcher it there.
Of course.
It just remains fresher this way.
It's true.
Pretty sure she's strong enough to do that. Yeah, she's very strong. She can do it.
I probably should have chose a bigger bird.
This is how many birds of prey fight. And us harpies do the same. If a lot of you are hungry, you're free to try for smaller game if you like. I will watch and observe.
Sounds good to me. I will do a. How do I roll for perception? I will go into the air and
Perception?
look around.
You can do the Bloodhawk's perception, and then it has advantage because of keen sight. Got +4. Nice. Yeah, you see a little rabbit scurrying around.
I will go in and try to dive bomb it from above.
Dive! Alright, make an attack roll.
I use beak.
Yep. Got him. It's a dead rabbit.
I will attack the rabbit and say, "Aha! Even in this new form, I am still able to hunt."
Very good!
I'm gonna try.
I will begin to start pecking at the rabbit.
Yeah, Gilgathrash, you're a crane, right? So they don't hunt quite the same. They do like what you said earlier. But you could still, if you wanted, you could look around for like a mouse or something and scoop it up and eat it.
Can I just eat like bugs in the grass?
Yeah, you can hunt down bugs too. That's a different, but you could definitely just hunt down grasshoppers. You don't even have to try to do that. There's plenty of bugs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk through the grass very slowly and eat little bugs.
Nice. Silka, you want to try?
Yep.
You see it. Yep, you found something.
What
This
did I
one's a
find?
gopher.
A gopher? The crows eat
Yeah.
gopher?
The crows will eat. They'll eat pretty much anything. Crows.
Okay. I will try and, I guess, swoop in and kill it then.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, crows eat
I'm
like
bad
cigarettes.
Oh no. Okay, it scurries down its burrow, unfortunately.
On to the next one.
So you guys spend most of the. I assume, like, you guys spend a couple hours out here hunting, eating up, filling up your bellies and stuff. Cross is just carrying around this super heavy elk.
Man, I'm glad I'm a barbed vulture. I don't need to hunt. I just eat bones.
True.
After I'm done with the rabbit, I will say, "Here you go, my friend Dreepy."
Thank you. I grab the bones. I fly up really high, and then I drop them, and then eat the marrow.
I'll twist my head and be like,
Smash it against some rocks.
an interesting method. Yes, most indeed.
I believe that's enough for now. We should probably head back.
But of course, I will get up in the air and just follow her back to the village.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a
All right,
worm
you
off the
guys
tree.
head. You grab some worms.
Start flying
You
back.
guys head back to the village, and Cross just kind of drops this big thing down. And a few other harpies come by and say, they're chittering with each other. Oh, Sister Cross, good work. Another excellent hunt today, eh? Aye, indeed. Now we should get preparing this. I found some new mountain herb. I believe it might be quite good to spice things up. I am eager to try it. So then the harpies start cleaning and preparing the deer. A few other harpies brought back some stuff. They did what Cross said was a good idea. They brought back some rabbits and things to feed the village.
Rabbits, a tasty game that is.
Indeed. Rabbits are quite delicious. Alright, it's getting into the evening now. The village has more or less eaten some of the elk and the other hunts for the day. You guys can have some if you want as well. pretty well prepared, actually. Like these harpies are pretty good at cooking. It's a different style though, because they don't have all the domestic sort of spices and stuff. But they have like some fresh mountain salt they got from somewhere.
Do I see any of the guard harpies that showed up with Cross originally?
Yeah, they're around.
Can I go up to talk to one of them?
Sure.
After seeing this, I'll have like elk. I'll take like a platter of elk and just be on top of the roofs and say, "This should be quite interesting. What will happen today?"
So what's your commander into?
What is she into? What do you mean?
Yeah, what's she like? What's her thing?
I will chime in. What
Oh,
infatuates
no.
her?
I'm not quite sure I understand.
Does she like flowers? Or like what do birds like?
Flowers are quite beautiful. Who doesn't like flowers?
Or does she like sparkly, shiny things?
Who doesn't like shiny things? You're confusing me.
So
Are things really
both of
that different from where you're from?
I'm not normally a bird. So
He's
yeah.
trying to figure out how to fluff her feathers. See what I mean?
On that
Hey.
note,
I'll just go. I'll just look at Silka. Just say it out loud, why don't you?
Fluff her feathers?
I mean,
Like,
clear
yes,
the air.
What that one said.
It's quite common to room each other up here.
There you
Yes, that's what I want to do. Let's start here. Does she have a mate?
A mate? No.
Oh, this is
go.
you're
Does
actually
she have plural mates?
No.
Oh.
Mating is a
actually
very
a good chance
serious-
to ask how that works for harpies.
Yes, mating is a very serious business for us. We only choose every once in a while, and even then, many of us don't seek mates at all. I believe Cross is one of the few who has chosen to remain a warrior to defend the village.
We'll see.
Hearing him say that, I'll just go over with my feathers and just be like, "Oh, okay." I'll say, "This will be quite the show, though."
What? If there's no male harpies, can harpies mate with anything?
Maybe not a
With any
big
male?
crocodile.
With quite a few different things.
he's humanoid.
That's true.
What about 350-pound alligators?
Not beasts. They
Oh,
must
you are
be
cold-blooded.
Well,
close enough to human.
humanoid. Are you familiar with croxodons?
I'm not. I can't say I've ever seen one of your people before.
Oh, well, we're the sexiest lizards back in the swamp that I'm from. I'm actually quite a big deal.
I'll just start.
I see.
The feathers down. Why don't we?
I'm gonna fluff my feathers up and dance back and forth a little bit.
I'll start
In
like
our
commentating this. I'll
In
say
our
out
tribe,
loud.
it's pretty common for whenever a harpy seeks a mate, she goes forth and offers gifts to her chosen.
Oh, they give you stuff.
Yes, we have to venture forth because very few people come here. We have no steady relations with any of the other nearby societies.
necessarily. It's normally a ritual that happens when a harpy comes of age.
Why? To make more harpies. If a harpy were to mate with a giant lizard man, would you have like lizard harpies?
No.
Oh,
A
it
harpy
would
is
just be
always
more
born a
harpies.
harpy.
Oh, very interesting. You've answered all my questions. How's the elk meat?
It's quite delicious.
I know, I caught some of the bugs.
Oh, what kind of bugs?
Green ones, and the squishy ones.
Mmm, green ones. Occasionally, when I find the flies flying about, I will catch some and throw it into whatever's nearby. If we have some remaining air, you can add a little bit.
We have so much in common, you and I.
I'll look to Dreepy and say, apparently anyone is free game at this point now.
Yeah, it's getting a little weird.
Gilgathrash likes the feathers. Gilgathrash also has a -2 charisma, so this is
-2.
going to be very hard for him.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Someone give him the mask with the silver lining.
Oh, that's amazing. Ooh, that's awesome. Ooh.
What's
Okay,
next
anything
on
else
the
you guys
trial?
want to do tonight? Is there
Uh,
anything else you guys want to do tonight?
No, I'm good.
What
That's
is,
it for me.
I'll just fly up in the air and just help with keeping watch and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. You do see they keep a regular watch all throughout the night. They don't seem to have great night vision per se. They seem to be fully diurnal creatures.
Okay, so they're just day creatures. I'm assuming like they're just up in the air. We still have night vision and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, whatever senses you have.
Okay, I'll say.
Except
I'll
you
go
don't
up
have
to one of
ethereal sight, but you have dark vision.
Yeah. I'll go up to one of them and say, "Would y'all mind if I helped with the watch tonight? Back in before I became a bird, I had quite good sights of looking into the night."
Very well. Just, we must be quiet. It's the most important part of the night watch, is to keep your ear out.
Of course. I'll just help. Keep watch for the night.
Okay. Very well. So you sleep. You do fall asleep eventually, Artemis. You need to sleep as a bird.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. And you awaken in the new morn. You see a lot of the harpies actually go off in the morning.
They go
And
in, I
then
want to go.
Frost says to you, they are beginning preparations for an evening of song.
Ooh, exciting. Song is fun.
I will say, would you care if we watch this partaking of the song?
No, you're more than welcome to. In fact, maybe you wish to partake in the events?
I will be most delighted to taking part in these events.
If you go forth and find any beautiful or fancy objects, the essence of the celebration is to give thanks to the goddess for her gifts to us, all of the beautiful things in the world.
Like as such as flowers.
Yes. My sisters and I usually go forth and seek any sort of small trinkets or pretty things we can find. and bring it back as a memory. Plants will work. It's whatever you find personal beauty in. It's more of a symbolic gesture. But it's still a good bit of fun to go out and look for what you can find.
Then we shall go out on an adventure and find what we find pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Let's do it! Let's look for pretty things. I love searching for things.
Go ahead and make me investigation checks.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have done it on my sheet. Investigation is intelligence.
Yo, I got a 7. The -4 though. Holy crap, that's horrible.
Ugh,
Wow, having
being a
minus.
bird.
Fuck. Hold on, I'm trying to.
I got a -3.
That's impressive. -3?
That means
wait,
you only
how do I-
rolled a 1 or a 2.
What is everybody looking for?
I am more or less looking for
Why
what
can't I-
my character would find pretty.
I'm
Since
looking
we're
for
up in the mount-
colorful-
I would
Okay.
try to find like a mountain flower. Since it's a symbolic mountain flowers of where I used to come from and just represents my family of my daughter and stuff like that. And how we would spend time in the mountains.
I really
Looking
should
for
have.
rocks.
What did I just do?
Shiny rocks.
Shiny rocks.
Shiny rocks.
I'm just looking for nice wildflowers in the area.
Let's see. -3 investigation. Oof. Man. Okay. A lot of rolls here. You guys do your best to find what you can. You don't find anything special, but you bring back the pretty rocks, plants, and sticks that you can find.
What do I find with -3?
You actually kind of get lost.
No.
Yeah, you've lost your position a little bit up here in the mountains. You ventured a little bit too far. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna make loud squawking noises and see if anybody returns.
Do I hear?
Call.
Okay.
Do we hear any of these noises?
You give me give me perception checks. Not with advantage because it's sound this time.
Perception, that is...
At least the bird is good at perception.
What's perception? It's wisdom?
Silka,
Well,
you
you can
can hear the
actually-
louds. You can hear the loud squawks of Gilgathrash.
I think our companion
Oh.
is lost. I'm gonna squawk back. Wah! This is what birds do.
Yeah,
I
you
will-
hear the squawking of Silka, Gilgathrash.
I'm gonna start flying in
I'll
his
just-
direction and going, what?
I was about to
What?
I was about to say.
You guys
Enough with
echo.
the squawking. Just go find each other. God.
You guys echo
I'm
location.
gonna take off and I'm gonna
We
just
echo.
continuously...
This isn't gonna work, is it? Will it? I don't think it'll work. Hold on, I'm trying to do... Probably not worth doing this right now. Oh well. Something else I can use instead. I feel like this would be too creepy. Alright, so you all return with your offerings. The priestess is out. sort of doing prayers and stuff. Moving some of the tents. Her and Cross and some of the remaining Harpies are moving around the tents and stuff to make it more of a open area. They sort of stack a bunch of firewood together to make a large bonfire in the center. And then as it gets into evening, the singing begins. See if I can do this at least.
Damn, it should have been a seagull. I could have made the really annoying seagull calls.
Oh god.
That was my first choice.
This shit's like really loud, huh?
What's really loud?
Yeah, nothing. Alright, unfortunate. Can I find any good music here? Let's see. Should have done this before. You just hear the gentle music. Some of the Harpies have instruments, like small little tambourines. And they play an accompaniment to the songs. So you can understand the songs. And as they're being sung, a lot of them are like joyful and gracious. They sort of offer praise to the goddess for the gift of their life and all the beautiful things that come. And there are a few verses of the song that offer sorrow and grievances for the people and things they've lost.
The fallen.
Yeah. But it all returns back to that the generous nature.
Would actually playing the songs, since I'm the only one who's actually played the songs of the Harpy Queen so far, I'll say so far, is there actually more that I can actually, since I actually understand the language more, is there more of the nuances that I understand now about the song?
Yeah, well, near the end of the night, the priestess pauses and tells everyone, "Dear sisters, the travelers have brought to us some of our most precious treasures, the first gifts of our mother's song. I have learned them for you, and I will sing for you now. Listen closely, that we may add them to our repertoire." She should be on the map, but I forgot to move her to the right layer. And yeah, you guys can join in like with your bird calls. It's a little bit harder maybe, but you can do your best. And then they sing. They go through each of the songs. The first two you've already heard, Artemis, and you can join on. You can join along perfectly. And the final one is a new one you have not heard. Let's see what this one is called. This one is a gentle and soothing tune. And it calls for peace and prosperity. And all the Harpies sing and they play their music all throughout the night till the sun comes up. And then most of them head to bed.
What?
I was gonna say, dang, she got thick.
Once everybody is done and all the tents are resettled and the campfire is out and put away, the priestess turns to you and says, "I believe you only have one more day left in your transformation."
Oh?
We have no special events planned, so I hope you'll just enjoy your stay and take a rest while you can. I know it's been a long day, and I appreciate you joining us.
I will actually bow and say, "No, the honor is all mine. It is all ours. You have shown us a bit of your culture, and for that, I thank you, mighty priestess."
Very well. Enjoy your rest. I must adjourn and offer the rest of my prayers. She goes back into her cave.
Yeah, and it was an exhausting. Like, you guys stayed up all night long until the dawn.
I will see the sun and say, rustle my feathers a little bit and say, I must lay down for a nap now. I go back over to where my maul and all that is and just, again, face plant into the ground and just pass out. Just go, kunk.
I fly to the hut that I was at before and I rest on top of its roof.
Okay. This day, you finish your rest and you wake up around midday, around noonish. All the other harpies didn't seem to need quite as much rest as you guys. They've done this a few times. They're used to the celebration.
Is there like I'll actually go over to one of the harpies and ask, is there a way that I could actually wash myself? To clean
Of course.
My feathers?
And she kind of gestures to these little, there's like little basins of water, like scattered around.
I'll go over to one of the basins and just go in and start rustling my feathers. You know how they get the water, start washing it over my feathers and just go.
Hey, you take a
Figure
bird
out.
bath, essentially.
After doing so, I'll just be refreshed. Who knows when I'll be able to do this, to feel this feelings again.
You've seen some of the harpies come, like, fly in and out with these big, like, bags full of water.
I'll go over
And they sort of replace those with that.
I'll go over to Gilgathresh. Maybe you could go fishing with some of those harpies over there, since they're gathering water.
I'm going to long-legged steps over to them. Fishing.
Okay. Cross is here watching Gara. She kind of like posts herself on top of the barricades. It doesn't look like a comfortable place to sit, but it looks like she's done this for a long time and knows the good, comfortable position. And you notice another harpy quickly flies in from the south. It says, Lady Cross, I bring news. What news, sister? What have you seen? The harpy's out of breath. I found a wyvern nest. Wyvern nest.
My owl perk up and hearing that.
Not
A
bad.
wyvern, you say.
I saw no eggs, but there was one adult wyvern there. I see. Thank you, sister. This is most dire news. Cross jumps off of the perch, and she walks towards the cave. She goes inside and has a conversation with the priestess.
I will wait outside to see what the conversation holds.
Yeah, a few of the harpies heard this conversation as well, and they're kind of waiting at the cave entrance, listening in.
I'll go
You
over
guys
to one of. I'll go over ask one of the harpies. How dire is a wyvern near y'all's territory? Is it quite dire?
Wyverns are a most fearsome foe, and they cannot be permitted to stay long, or they risk eating us.
I'll hear that and say, a dire hunt shall begin.
The other harpy says, Yes, they're fearsome beasts, almost dragon-like in nature, but they lack the forearms. They have a wicked stinging tail that inflicts a deadly poison.
Have y'all found a way to combat this poison or no?
The poison cannot be... It is too fast-acting to counteract without magic. Maybe the priestess has some skills in this, but I'm uncertain. Cross and the priestess emerge from the cave. And the priestess addresses the harpies. Sisters, I'm afraid we have a wyvern that has taken up roost nearby. All the other harpies look and, they start talking amongst themselves. I believe it is best if we quell this beast immediately. So myself and Cross shall be setting off.
I will follow. I'll come up. I will gladly help as well with my little bird feathers.
Thank you, friends. Are there any others? Any other hunters who wish to accompany us?
Are we going as bird or as normal?
I believe your transformation is locked to what you are right now.
We
But
have
you
one
certainly
more.
seem to have a greater constitution than your typical bird.
I'll
It is
go.
up to you.
Wah! I'm coming.
Alright, let's
Very well.
go.
Then let us. Two of the other harpies step forward and say that they will join as well. And all of you guys set off. Sadly, I don't actually have a map for this fight, but we can do this. You guys all approach the Wyverns Nest, which is kind of nestled underneath an overlook in one of the cliffs. And you see the wyvern kind of there, resting in the daytime.
Oh. Huge beast.
Okay, yeah. I'll show you what they look like. I'll put them on the map in a second. Just gonna open the priestess and cross their thingies. Let's see. Wyvern. Monsters. Here he is. Bam. I actually hate the default look of these bastards, but
Wasn't
there you go.
Esmeralda a wyvern, or was she not? Or Mary?
No, she was a drake.
Oh, okay.
So this is vaguely what the wyvern looks like. It does look a lot like a dragon.
Oh.
But it's kind of got like a snake head.
With these long bat-like wings, it's got a long, flexible neck and a
Yeah.
reptilian head. The
Dragons
scariest
have
part,
more
though, is the large, stinging, almost scorpion tail it has. All right.
Did you know a captain can be a dragon?
But can your raid leader be a dragon? That's a real question.
I wish. I have to talk to you about that.
How should we approach this, priestess? It rests for now, but I don't believe we should immediately. We should surround the beast as best we can. She
Oh,
turns
so-
to all of you. Make sure to stay close to me. When the battle begins, I shall start my song, and you will be enhanced by it.
We shall follow your lead.
Very well. She holds up her spear. She's also gonna bless. She's gonna cast bless on herself, cross, and this harpy. Bam. Alright. Has not noticed us yet. So let us begin. Battle time! Alright, I better roll me initiative. Did it register those? Yeah, it did.
I actually got an 18. I rolled it off my sheet by accident.
You got an 18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 18. Okay, Silka has 2 in here for some reason.
Do I?
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Smug. Oh yeah, Smug's just himself. Is in there. Okay, now I gotta roll for these ladies. And the Wyvern. Ooh, better roll for Wyvern. Oh, you know what? I should pop these out. That'll be easier. Hell yeah, brother. I've got to remember my functionality. Alright, let's see. Who's first? Smug is first.
Like him to get ready to strike. for his
Okay.
next turn.
Yeah, so he flies in. Is he still a raven?
I would assume he'd have to fly there, right? Because it's on a nest.
Yeah.
I guess he would fly there and then he would turn himself into his imp form.
Okay. So he is an imp. Is he visible?
Invisible.
I'm curious if you can... What cancels invisibility? Turns visible until it attacks or until its concentration ends. No, so he can just... I guess he can just shapeshift in invisibility. No problem.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't say otherwise. Yeah.
Alright, so he's back at imp. Nice. So he's there waiting. The normal harpies will fly forward and make some attacks. They get 2 attacks each with their claws. The Wyvern has only not a lot of AC. Okay, so those both hit. And then actually I need 2 more. This might be a quick fight. And then I need Skrilla. Oh, Skrilla hasn't gone yet, so let's see. She hasn't started her song. Okay, and that's all the damage they deal. Which is enough to do some damage. That's 13, and then another 14. Dreepy.
Alright, I'm going in.
$14 hits. Also, you had pack tactics because of being a Bloodhawk.
And then, how do I roll damage when this? Do I?
Just hit where it says attack in the chat box.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Max damage. Max damage.
And
The
then-
priest. Oh, sorry.
No, I just said I end. That's all I was gonna say.
Okay. The priestess goes. She begins her song of battle, which grants everybody who attacks an extra D8 for damage
Wait.
if they are her friend. And then she will begin her mighty war screech. She gets 3 of these. Range spell attacks. Oh, that's actually 2 misses. She does 12 thunder damage as her mighty roars careen into the wyvern. Artemis.
After that, I will.
Oh, hold
attack the
on.
wyvern.
She's actually got blessed. Let me see real quick. Because I could potentially. No, okay, it still misses.
Artemis is next? Or it looks like the Wyvern next.
Yeah, that's what
Artemis
I
is
said.
next.
Really?
I have 4 for him on my screen and Wyvern at 7.
Same.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
mine says. Oh, right. There's another one here. Okay, the wyvern does get to go then. So he'll get 1 turn probably before he does. Let's see. Okay. At the nearest harpy, he's going to start flying because he can. Everybody else is flying nearby. He can do a claw and a stinger. So we'll do the claw first because it's not as important. 24 hits. And then the
Oh.
stinger. Man. Fuck, I wanted to hit with that one. Oh well. These the base harpies aren't wearing armor, so they take 16 damage. Silka? I believe you're up.
I'm flying in, Captain. I'm flying, and I'm gonna Beak him. 13 hit.
Yeah, it does.
Sweet.
For
And then
5.
an extra d8.
Yes.
Or 2. Thunder.
2 more for the Song of Battle. As the priestess inspires you.
I'm so inspired by songs. So much music today.
Yoga Thrash.
I'm going to fly into the wyvern's face and use the dodge action.
Okay, is. You said you wanted
Yep,
Smug
I'm
to
gonna give
attack,
my
right?
turn to Smug.
Alright, roll his sting attack. He gets advantage too because he's invisible. 19 hits. You can do the same thing. If you hit where it says attack, it'll roll its damage. Ooh, 20 damage. Let's see. Con save? Okay, so ECCD only takes half the poison then. So he takes 6 and then 7 poison damage. And he's also inspired by the Song of Battle, so roll a d8 for him too. Minus 3 more. Alright. Artemis.
I will fly up and attack the wyvern with my little beak attack.
Do it. These guys should be right next to him, actually.
Character sheet, I go with my little... Here it is.
Oh, you crit! I'm gonna say that also applies for the Song of Battle, so you can do 2d8 with that as well.
2d8?
Yeah. Okay, 5. And then... One more time? 3. Okay. Cross is the last one to go. She flies on over, and she will swing with her Morning Star. All of them hit. Yeah, this bastard.
Oh, that's just dead.
he's
God,
just
he's dead.
he doesn't even need the Song of Battle. He's just gone. Wyvern defeated. Hell yeah.
Good job, everyone.
Happy feather shakes.
Take the tail feather.
Rustle my feathers. I'll try to. I'll go over to Cross.
Oh, here we go.
Stares at Silka with that comment. I'll go over to Cross. Mighty Cross. Normally I would do this myself, but I'm a little strapped with my form right now. If I may, as a reward to honor my god, may I take the heart of this mighty beast?
Very well. You fought bravely today. All of you did.
We had a great
The
teacher.
priestess flies forward. Yes, you have all done well. I'm glad we emerged mostly uninjured. And she just gently attends to the other harpy. Excellent work here, sister.
We had
Alright.
great teachers to teach us.
Let me see. How many people participated in this fight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh,
Really?
wait, did everyone get the 40 XP from earlier from the lion, or was it just the 2 people hunting?
It's everybody got it.
Oh, okay.
And then you guys get another 260 for killing the wyvern. Alright.
So the Harpies actually work together to bring back this mighty beast to the village. And they drop it and say, "Sisters, a brave victory has been made today. The travelers here, our new friends, have helped us, and the beast is slain." You also see as you go, let's see, they destroyed the nest as well, so as to not encourage reinhabitation. Fuck, I'm so sad he missed that sting attack. Oh well. R.I.P. Wyvern. He got ganged up on really bad.
Oh, really bad.
He's
like,
a little outnumbered.
pack tactics for the win.
Yeah,
Pack tactics
that's
pretty
how
good.
Okay. So the Harpies celebrate. They chop the thing out. Cross keeps the heart for you. Do you want to hold on to it, or should I put it somewhere?
If you would, Mighty Cross, would you help me with this ritual, please?
You wish for me to aid in the ritual?
Yes, please. You are a friend, a comrade.
Very well.
I instruct her how to begin the ritual and tell her where to place the heart and just set it afire.
Yeah, she does it. There's a few other Harpies that come by and are watching too.
I bow graciously and then I commence with the ritual, and as I offer it as a communion to my god and just omen and as chants, "May your mighty Ursul be empowered with this mighty foe's heart. Aided by our new fellow companions, may you watch over them as their goddess watches over us."
Cross turns to you. Who is this Ursul? Is this your god?
He is an old god, yes, of my people. He is up in the north. He protects I hope he still protects my daughter's clan. He is an old god of both war and peace.
Oh, you are a parent.
I am. Signy is her name. She was a mighty champion of our people.
I see.
wish to. I am currently on this quest, but hopefully this quest, I'm able to see her again soon.
May the goddess grant her blessings as well.
I thank you, Mighty Cross. One day, if our time allows it, maybe I can bring her down here and accompany us and meet our new friends to the south.
Perhaps. That would be nice to meet more people. We have been here for some time, isolated.
I will gladly try to bring her down with me one day. I still have the cougar skull, I would assume. But when I get back to my regular body, I'll.
Yeah, all of your stuff, transformed with you.
Yeah.
You guys got polymorphed, essentially.
That is it.
All right. Well, that was basically what happened today. You guys helped the Harpies in battle. The poor one Harpy got hit. She's like okay. She's bragging to her sisters about the new battle scar. The mighty beast reached with its claws. Frightful thing is huge. You wouldn't have believed it.
Oh yeah, I was there. You should have seen it. It was amazing.
This little Yoga Thrash in this crane form.
Well, even though
Okay.
you didn't have anything planned for today, it turned out to be pretty eventful.
So it is. There are many days like that, unfortunately. Peace is often wavering. Okay, the next morning, you guys are called into the cave again. And the priestess says, "I believe your time with us is up. You have succeeded in the goddess's challenge. And she has granted me permission to give you..." What am I doing right now? To give you this. And all of you feel, as your feathered forms you've gotten used to over the past few days, fades away, and you return to your normal forms.
I will say, man, I will miss those wings.
Do we remember everything though?
Yeah.
So can we speak Harpy now?
Yeah. Okay. So, no, you can't. You can't speak Harpy anymore. It was just a thing of the being a bird.
Damn.
You were able to make out the sort of bird cries that were associated with the language.
I speak Harpy.
And as you guys are transformed back, you feel a divine presence infect all of you, and you are well, not infect. That's a weird word. Bless all of you, and you feel the boon of the Harpy goddess. She also speaks in your ear, or in your mind. Sorry, and she asks you, "Would you like to hear my story?"
Well, yes, I would.
Yes.
Most gladly, I would. Yes.
Very well. Hold on 1 second. I might actually have good music for this. Let me see. I might. I was one of the first born on this world when it was young. I made my home atop the highest mountain. Every day I would sing to the sun as it went along its journey around the earth. Though I knew the sun could hear my voice, it never spoke or returned my kindness, and I was overcome with sorrow. One night I continued to sing into the dark hours, hoping to stifle my solitude. As the dawn approached, again, I heard a choir of many voices, and they all flew to me. Tiny children, much like myself in appearance. I took them under my wing and taught them the beauty of music, and I was happy again. When my children grew, many of them spread across the world, and other creatures heard from them of the magic of my song. I taught them too the power of the chord, and many were grateful. Not all was well, however. The other children of life were bitter from their abandonment, and came forth to ruin what goodness they could on this plane. I could not stand idly by while my children and home were destroyed, and I stood against them. With the power of my songs and the aid of my children, we imprisoned the usurpers on their home plains, and sealed away their methods of entry. Now my influence has waned. Only a few of my most devoted children still even remember my name. The Songwind tribe is one of the last bastions where I can reach my children. Please, mortals, I have little power to bestow onto you, but take my small blessing and use it to banish the evil that I thought was defeated long ago. And you are all filled with the magic. And you guys gain the benefit of... Oh fuck, I forgot what the spell is called. Oh no, what's the spell called? It's the one where if you get knocked out, it saves you. Death Ward.
It was called Wish.
No, it's not Wish. So you guys all benefit from Death Ward. And this will last indefinitely. So the next time it procs, it's gone. But otherwise, it has no duration. Yeah,
Wait, so what happens with it? If we get knocked out, we what,
You are just
like Persky.
You are just affected by it. See that?
Oh.
How does that work for me?
It worked the same. You just return a 1 instead of 0. You guys get one of those free indefinitely.
That's cool.
You said it goes away if we use it.
If
Though,
you
right?
if you use the effect, it's gone. Yeah, but it'll last forever.
No,
until
that's
it's with you.
nice. That's comforting.
Yeah. Like a nice little pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you guys keep track of that, because I will not.
I put it on my resources.
And then the priestess moves over to her little chests, opens it, and pulls out the She pulls out the stone tablet and gives it to you.
I will reach out my hand and take it from her and say, "I thank you, mighty priestess."
I hope that it aids you in the struggles to come. But please, whenever you're done with them, I would very much like them returned here.
I will look at her. But of course, dear priestess. And maybe I will bring along our companions once again.
I hope so. Thank you, friends, for sharing with us this small experience. I'm sure it was not much of your adventure, but it means much that you have done such a great favor for our goddess.
But of course, dear priestess.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Great.
As I will say before, I'll also do one more thing before I head out. As encumbrance to our new friendships, I will tell her, mighty priestess, since you are a friend of us, I will bestow upon you some more knowledge about myself, at least, that not many people know as of right now. I will as encumbrance to show us that we are truly allies and friends. I will take off my helmet and say, "Till we meet again, dear priestess," and reveal that I am really a ghost.
Oh, you just gonna show people like that.
I see.
Ah, that's scary.
You are a spirit, then?
I am mighty priestess, yes.
Well, I see you are a true and honorable spirit. And I thank you for your confidence.
In honor of our new friendship, and we will spread the word of your goddess once more. This I promise.
Thank you. I would not have expected that. The true name of our goddess is Melody, the queen of the Harpies.
Then by Melody's influence, may she grow ever power, become strong once again.
Melody's a very fitting name for the Queen of the Songs.
Indeed.
What was
So-
your name, priestess?
I'm Skrilla.
It's nice to meet you, Skrilla.
Full bow in reverence to Skrilla. Thank you, Skrilla. I, Artemis. Hope to see you again soon.
Please come by any time you desire. We will be waiting.
And that the bodyguard, they essentially... It was... What was the Harpy's name over there again?
Cross.
Cross.
Also, did you guys want to claim anything from this wyvern just before they butchered it?
I assume a heart.
Body parts.
I'll take some of the... I'll take some of the teeth and claws as well.
It's okay.
And add them
Hey.
to the neck.
Can I extract its poison from its stinger?
Yes, if you have the poisoner's kit. Do you have one? Or like an
Oh.
alchemy kit?
I don't. I am proficient with it, but I don't have one.
Maybe Dreepy could help you out?
I could, yeah, if you give me, I think it's a minute,
An hour?
I can. No, it lasts for an hour.
Oh.
It lasts for? I thought it lasts forever. I thought
yeah, until you made another
Oh,
one.
maybe it did take an hour to make it. Hold on. 2 within 2 souls. Yeah, it takes an hour and lasts indefinitely, or until I cast it again. So yeah, if you give me an hour, I can get you a poisoner's kit.
Wait. Some
Yeah,
dragon
I mean, they're
stinger
not ru-
poison.
They're not rushing you out of the village. You're like celebrated guests now, so you can leave whenever you like.
Cool.
So you just want to do that. Wyvern poison is a thing. Wyvern poison injury. Here you go.
Before I leave the cave, I will don my helmet though
This thing
again.
is actually fucking insane. But yeah, there you go. You have 1 vial of that.
Hell yeah.
24D. Jesus Christ.
That's what, 7d6?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nope.
Cool. So what's the plan now? Also, I guess it's probably a good time to call it. I was kind of
Yeah.
hoping we could wrap up everything now, but that's not what happened.
Eh.
We have to
I
wrap
don't
up
They're
next
close,
time.
I would assume.
Yeah, we'll probably have to wrap up next episode.
Yeah. It was a good session. We got a lot done.
Yeah.
You-
Oh, sorry. You guys get another 250 XP for doing this little adventure. This little
Sweet.
You s-
thing.
you say wrap up? Do you mean wrap up the campaign or?
This
Yeah,
section.
wrap up this part of the campaign.
Oh, I got you.
You guys have done everything now.
You said 250. So that equals. So 7318.
7-4-1-8? Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, 7418.
Cool.
I was getting 7318, but I think I just pulled out the calculator.
Yep.
So 7418.
Yep. Sweet. Oh. So in your last session might be our last session then?
Yeah, for this campaign.
Sad face.
I know. It's pretty good though.
I've been
That's
having
really
fun.
good. Been lots of fun. Now I want to be a Harpy race. Hey, Mary, really make a Harpy race? For, you know,
I
the
already
next
have
campaign? Really? I looked.
There is one. Yeah. Oh, there's.
It's
I
on
see
there.
it in there. I'm blind.
I know there's a lot on there, but there is definitely are. They're one of the few first ones I made.
Because I
Hmm.
thought it.
I considered it for a moment.
And now we know the reason for the title.
Wait, Aria is the land, isn't it?
Aria is a song type.
The song
Yeah, it's like
type.
a-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's the name of the song when they're all together. It's called the Aria of the Harpy Queen.
Oh.
Alright.
Hey, it can't be over. I haven't planted all my seeds.
This is the end of the first part.
Okay.
It lasted longer than I thought it would.
Is Harpy just not in alphabetical? That's why.
Yeah, the list isn't in alphabetical because that's way too hard. I just wrote them as I came up with them.
I thought they were alphabetical, so I only went down as far as the H's, but now I see it.
Yeah, you can see it on the side. You can control F it too. It should be able to bring it to it.
Yeah. Sweet. A Harpy bard would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of what some of their racials are, they have different songs that do different things.
I'm still good with playing the Poltergeist Barbarian. I'm fine with
If you
that.
if you guys want to retire your characters for the next part, you're free to do that. But we can
no,
talk
I
about that
am.
next time, I guess.
I don't know. I really like Silka. We'll see. Maybe.
Just
Yeah,
sign,
like being a rude alligator.
sign me up as the Poltergeist Barbarian. I'm all good.
Smug is like the best imp ever.
He almost did 20 damage to that wyvern, which is like they only have 110 health, so that's like a quarter of his health in one hit. Poor wyverns, dude. They do so much damage, but they're not that tanky.
It was a fun campaign session. I gotta remember what I was gonna do with Cross before we called it there.
We're gonna give her something, right? Like
Yeah, I was gonna give her the cougar helm.
Oh, the helm. Okay.
Not the helm, but like the bone. You know, the skull of the cougar.
Oh, the skull itself. That's actually dope.
As a remembrance, it's more of I would have told her, Cross, as I promised to me to you, one day I will come back here with my daughter and show her the ways of the Harpy, as you have shown me.
Why, thank you. Hold a moment. And she flies off for a bit. She talks to another one of the harpies nearby. And she comes back with like a little headdress. It's like a little headband almost. And then she plucks a few of her flight feathers out of her wings and like sets them in the headdress and gives it to you. I'm sorry, it's not much, but I hope it will be a token of friendship to remember.
I will take this crown.
Crush looks at Izzo and rolls his eyes into infinity.
I will take this helm and I will graciously bow and say, "No, madam, this is plenty enough. This is worth its weight in countless gold. I will not. I would rather die than give this away. Thank you, mighty Cross. I will reach out in my hand in honor as a till we meet again, madam."
Yeah, she said. So it's a weird handshake because her hands end in like sharp talons. But yeah, she doesn't scratch you or nothing.
I will shake her hand and say, "Till we meet again, madam."
Indeed, I look forward to that day.
As do I. And I will put the headdress in my bag. I'll quite graciously put it in my bag and say, "What a great way. What was I doing?"
You guys heading back down the mountain, back to town?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta check up on Rasmus and the villagers.
Is there anything you guys want to do in the
In the town?
Is there anything you want to do in the plains or the forests before you get back to town?
Ecclesia's not anywhere around here, so no.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll resume in town next.
I'm trying to plant this tree.
I'm trying to get rid of this goddamn tree. I want it out of my bag. I want the smelly bag gone.
Ecclesia is a week away. We'll get there, okay?
That's what I'm saying. Ecclesia's not anywhere around here, so no.
Oh, that was...
I would like to go back to town before we go to Kacha and see if we can't find Arwen.
Okay, yeah, we'll pick it off from town then.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, everybody good for next week, or we got any plans to worry about?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
All good, all good, all good.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later then.
Right.
Have a good night, everyone.
Oh god.
Bye.